What's that?
All right, I've just been given the go-ahead of the runners, so I think I might get in there and deliver a verbal 3-2-1. So I think that might be the best way to do it, honestly. Yeah, yeah, and then I'll be back and forth as needed. Just let me know too when we hit the donation incentives, the 100 for the first one and the 500 one for the second one.
It's 250 and 500, correct?
It's actually 100 and 500. I wanted to make sure that the first one got met during the first part of the race.
Oh, well, in that case, we're halfway to the first one.
Woohoo! Thank you. All right, I'm gonna get in there and we'll start up. So I'm sorry we won't have a 3-2-1 in here, but you guys will see it going when it starts. Just have the timer ready.
Okay. By the way, they're saying that I'm sounding quiet on their end, Dork.
Okay, I will turn you up a bit.
All right. All right. Testing it all on out while Dork is getting everything all set and ready to go for the technical aspects of this. I'm Adirondack Rick, and it looks like we have just started this thing off. So this is Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer. It's a program that's been developed by Fred Coughlin, and we'll give you some information. I believe Seawolf can help us give us a link to where you can download the program during the course of this evening. So pretty much you're already seeing at this point, as they start in the World 1 map, they've got a different location, different stages coming through. And this is one of the Sky World levels here. I forget which one this is, but it's 5, 4, 5, 5. I'm not certain. I can't remember which one it is. But here we go to the second stage, and we go to what is normally one of the Water World ones, and this one usually pops in when we are over on.
And apparently everyone's resetting.
We had a false start.
Oh, was that a test?
According to Sky, we got the wrong ROM, so.
Oh, okay.
On the players, 15-yard penalty, retry.
All right, we got a do-over.
Apparently, we didn't like starting up with that beetle level.
We have a false start on the field. Okay. I'm just gonna extra sure. Okay, good. I should have everyone. Yeah, sorry. My OBS crashed. Okay, we are just waiting for everyone to get the correct ROM and come back up. All right, Mitch and Pooh are ready to go, it looks like.
Yeah, they're saying I'm still kind of low on this end here, according to what I'm getting in the chat.
Still, eh? Okay. All right, hang on a second.
Oh, I'm so sorry to everybody here. We had the wrong ROM. We had the one Pooh and I played last week on there.
Ah, this looks familiar.
Yeah, that's what Pooh and I were like, wait a second. No, we can't have that knowledge going in. So sorry about that, everyone. We're going to do a redo.
All right, I'll let the chat tell me if I sound any different.
All right, you guys good? I'm happy we got a chance to do a redo for the sake of audio as well. Thank you everybody for your patience. And remember, this is to benefit Play Live St. Jude, benefits St. Jude Children's Hospital directly. And I want to say, what is it, $50 more? We'll be doing a round 2, no inventory items. So yeah, we can't bail ourselves out if something bad happens for the next run.
So it is going to be $50 more for that, but $450 for the third run, correct?
Yeah, and the third run's Small Mario only. Holy moly.
Unless the stage requires it.
Yes, which there is a couple that require it. Thank you so much again for your patience, everybody. I'm going to do the countdown and I'll be back periodically. Thank you so much again for everybody's patience.
All right, so while we get everything up, we're still waiting for Oglib's screen to go back up. So Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer, a program that was randomizes the levels, places them in all sorts of different locations. The enemies are going to be cycled through a whole bunch of different places, and one of the things you're going to notice about this, we'll let you know when we get to a stage that resembles it. Something about auto-scrollers. We'll go ahead and tell you more about that, but we'll just remind you that this is 7K strong for St. Jude's, benefiting the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We've raised $4,280 of our $7,000 goal here in the first 2 nights. We so far have raised $50 today. And if you end up donating another $50, we will do a second run of Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer with these 4 great players and a few others that will be joining us for this with no inventory items. No visiting Toad houses, no using what you can get inside the Hammer Brothers stages and whatnot. And we are underway. We are starting a new run again here. And here we go. Oglib ending up messing up the mushroom here. This is stage 1-6. So let's start this off here at 1-1. And we're going to see all these guys taking different strategies to get themselves to the level. And right now, Oglib is going to be the first one to the end of the stage. But not by much. And we go down to stage 1-2. Oh, we get one of the water levels here. This would be, I believe, stage 3-1. It is a fantastic place. But these runners here, they know how to pretty much go through this as fast as possible. So, as I mentioned before, the Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer, the stages, they have been randomized, so you don't know what you're going to get until you get to the very, very end of the stage. And it looks like Sky is, rather, Grand Pooh Bear and Sky, they're both opting to go with Fireball strats as they make their way into the fortress. And the fortress here, hey, wait a second, we've got the first fortress in the first fortress spot. What kind of randomization is this? And we see some great strats here from Oglib, keeping on to his P speed. Now, Mitch is finding out that there's a... Oh, Mitch is clipping his way over. I've actually never seen that strategy before, but he ends up meeting up with a Boom Boom. The other players, well, we didn't see on the Sky's end, but Pooh Bear and Oglib, they end up going to grab the whistle. The whistle you cannot see, or rather the whistle you cannot use, because this is a warpless run.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you guys get the timer? All right, so we're at 2:20, about 2:30 right now, just so you know. Well, it'll be more than that by the time it catches up, but yeah. Sorry, I'm trying my hardest to play and coordinate everything.
Yeah, we notice Oglib's trying to set himself up with a clip here in this stage, and same thing with Grand Pooh Bear, and it's a whole lot better than having to go through this stage. And They continue to try to go through, and eventually Mitch says, no, we are going to go through this stage anyway, unfortunately. Oglip's still going after the clip, which is not working out to his favor. And in the same time that he's been going through this, Mitch is able to get to the end of the level. So Grand Pooh Bear now with 2 recorders in his inventory, not going to be able to use a single one during the course of this run, as this is a warpless run. And as we get to the first airship, you notice something really fast. No auto-scrollers. Isn't that nice? The auto-scrollers, except for where it's required, have been taken out. Now, you're also going to notice that the Koopa HP has been shuffled. 3 stomps, 4 stomps. It's going to take 5 stomps to knock down this first Koopa kid. And after Grand Pooh Bear getting done with the first world, where are we going to go for world number 2? It may not be the desert we're going to next.
Yep, that's right. And we have a $20 donation from Kanga Rule Over 88, who says, you had to have the big salad.
And that donation now gets us to $70 of the $100 goal. That will unlock a second run with no inventory items. So Be Kind Rewind as we end up in World 3. Now, you're going to see these guys are going to go ahead and use the warp pipes because they could get lucky and the warp pipes will end them a little closer to their goal, which is to connect with the one pipe that brings them over to the castle. This World 3 could be a really fast world if that's the case. For Grand Pooh Bear, we find out that it's not going to be the case. It does send you on over to near 3-9, where we have this desert level with the chain chomps. I love chain chomps, don't you, Dork?
Oh yeah, they're great fun. What a great enemy, especially in Link to the Past, since I've been playing all that lately.
They're not a great enemy type, no matter what kind of game you're playing in. And I'll tell you about what's going on with Oglip as he's now heading on down the fall to deliver Peace to World 1, but we saw a big thing up on his screen. Now, Sky's in a stage where the auto-scroller is never going to be eliminated. That is stage 5-9. And it's not eliminated because you need to have that in order to make this a winnable stage. Grand Pooh Bear is in a very nasty stage of his own here, and this is one of those ones where you got to keep that chain of stars going through. Otherwise, you're going to end up being dead. But he does survive it, gets to the end. And right now, each player is taking a different setup for this stage. Sky's option to just go right straight from the beginning, hoping that one of the warp pipes near the fortress will bring her to the edge of the world that she needs to go to. Mitch is in what is one of the World 4 fortresses right now. And we're just going to remind you that we are doing this here for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. This is night number 3 of the 7K Strong for St. Jude. We've got a lot of great things coming up on our way here during the course of this month. A lot of great things, a lot of great incentives for you to get on in as well, and maybe win some prizes as well. And if you want to find out what's going on, do !St. Jude. And any donation you want to bring on in, big or small, is welcome. And once again, we're looking for $100, which we've already accumulated $70 of. That will bring us to a second round of this where no inventory items are allowed for these runners. Grand Pooh Bear found out the right path to get to Wendy, and the rings doing him a little bit of disaster here and trying to duck himself out. This is why Wendy can be very, very dangerous. But oh wow! Nailed him. Nailed Wendy. And if that didn't knock out Wendy, that would have been a death. And Sky not getting enough P-speed and ends up falling off on what is that? World 6-8, I believe it is.
I think it's one of the World 6 fortresses.
Oh, 6 Fortress, yes.
Yeah.
That is correct. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. What am I thinking?
I think that's
anyways,
the second fortress?
I think so, yes. It is. It is the second fortress in World 6. So, Grand Pooh Bear, Noglib, and Mitch are going to be heading on to world number 4, coming with the third world coming up. And we get one of these new levels. Grand Pooh Bear is in what is World 2-1. But this isn't World 2-1. This ends up being one of the lost levels. There were 15 levels that were found in the coding when Fred worked on Randomizer, patched up whatever he could, and put them into the rotation for the game. That's why you're going to see some stages you have never seen before in Randomizer. As Grand Pooh Bear now in 4-5, and just use the Lakitu and makes this a whole easier stage because of this. But right now, Sky is having a little bit of a slower time against the other 3 right at this moment because she didn't find the right pipe to get over to Wendy Koopa at this point. And we see Grand Pooh Bear knocking on out 2-2, and we'll be heading on over to the the first fortress. And ew, this is the 7th fortress. This ain't fun. This is 7, the second fortress. And also one of the other things we have, if I haven't mentioned it during the course of this run, if you haven't noticed, enemies don't appear where you think they're going to appear. They've been shuffled and put in places where it might make it a whole lot harder than it would be in the regular game. And definitely Grand Pooh Bear making that 7-2 fortress looking very, very easy. Sky getting through her fortress. Noglib now just grabbing the card and getting on out of here. Mitch doing what Mitch does best and just blowing through this fortress as well. Look at him go with that speed. But Sky now finally finding the right path to the airship here, and this is one, as I was mentioning, one of the things about World 3 is the fact that because warp pipes have been shuffled, sometimes it isn't the easiest path to get to Wendy Koopa. You're going to see that come into play for World 7 later on as well. And, you know, randomizers have pretty much been the kind of case where, you know, you want to just go ahead and put people in the situations they may not have otherwise been through during the course of a game. They can go through stages they may not have otherwise had to go through if they were playing this through a conventional speedrun. And Grand Pooh Bear ending up grabbing the hammer work, and we'll get a donation.
Yep, that's right. We have $20 from Captain Canuck 11 who says Super Mario 3 hype.
So that now puts us at 90 of the $100 to unlock a second game of this where they will not be able to use any inventory items. $10 more for that, guys. Grand Pooh Bear ending up falling in the stage 2-4. And Mitch just running as fast as he can. He doesn't need no star power. He's Mitch Flower Power. And he loses his hammer suit while he's at it. Now, one of the things these guys are going to be looking for is the Hammer Brothers. What they drop or what they give you has been shuffled through the game. So you're going to be looking for the Hammer Brother that gives you clouds, that give you the hammers. And the purpose of that is because sometimes these guys are going to want to have to skip over a stage. If they end up fighting a stage that they do not like, they're going to end up maybe doing a forced death, to which they can go ahead and cloud the stage because it's a whole lot better than actually going through that stage. The other thing is that the hammer can allow you to skip certain things. Now, unfortunately for these guys, they came up to World 3 before they were able to get any hammers, so they could not take advantage of getting over to where the other warp pipes could be in this stage. And we see that Mitch is the first one to the World 2 airship, which has been shuffled, and I believe this is actually the World 2 fortress, or the World 2 airship. Some sort of randomization that's going on. Well, Mitch is doing what Mitch does best. I mean, that's the best way I can put it at this point. This guy just trying to make her way through, and she just got a little bit of bad luck in regards to the warp pipes in World 3. So next up is going to be the 4th world. These guys are going to be coming along. What world is that going to be? Well, we don't know. One guarantee in this game. World 8 is always going to be the last world. And because we saw Kappa on Mitch Flower Power's screen, I want you to go ahead and fill the chat up with Kappas all over the place. Come on, guys. Let's see those Kappas. By the way, I'm going to turn over to Dorkmaster Fleck. We've got another donation to report.
Yes, we certainly do. We have a donation from McDuck0. That's $10. No comment, though. We thank you for your donation anyway.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that donation, we have reached the $100 goal. These guys will be doing a second run after this, but we are $400 short of a second goal. That would be to do a third run of Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer, where they cannot use any inventory items and they have to be small Marios. So if you want to see these guys be tortured, have to be small Marios, they make their way through the randomized worlds, get your donations on in. We do thank you for your donations so far. So just a reminder, we are doing this here for the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. We've raised now over $4,300. Of $7,000, which is the goal for the entire event. And also, I do want to point out here that Mitch Flower Power is in another auto-scrolling level that has had the auto-scrolling mechanics taken out. Isn't it nice to go through a level without auto-scrollers, Dork?
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite things about this randomizer is the fact that the most of the auto-scrollers have been removed.
I mean, the one thing we miss about this is the fact you can't talk about saving a bunch of money on a washer and dryer.
Yeah, I guess that's the one downside, but it's one I'm willing to accept for getting rid of the auto-scrollers.
Oh, sure, fine. And Sky getting the Kappas now. She's now in World 4 as well. And Mitch is just in more of these fantastic worlds. Right now, Sky's in what is normally World 4-2. And it's just gonna run as fast as you can. Mitch gets a hammer. Grand Pooh Bear is in one of the Hammer Bro hand stages, which unfortunately you can't have RNG on your you can't skip using RNG this time around. But you will end up with a reward at the end of the stage. Mitch Flower Power seeing the stage that we saw earlier by accident, and well, it's good to see these guys still had to go through this level. It's tough to keep up with where these guys are at this race at this moment because everyone is currently at different stages in this game, but Mitch is currently in the same fortress right now that Grand Pooh Bear is. Right now, Grand Pooh Bear actually has a quick lead over Mitch Flower Power, it does seem. But Sky knows her Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer. She's going to be coming back at this, and, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they make this a race later on, and it also does come down to how your World 7 luck can be. And then Sky is going to be going through the 7-4 auto-scroller that is no longer an auto-scroller. And the mechanics of this World 7-4 were amended when Fred ended up taking out the auto-scrollers just to make it continue to be a little bit challenging as we go through this. Grand Pooh Bear, the first one off to the 4 airship. Just make sure that that Tuniki tail doesn't have its buns cooked via these little flames. And that is the World 4 airship too. So where's the randomization going on right now? And after Grand Pooh Bear gets the letter from the princess, we'll turn back over to Dorkmaster Fleck for another donation station update. We do want to welcome people here to the Skybills 7K for St. Jude, 7K Strong for St. Jude. It's all benefiting the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. If you want to donate and get ourselves some help towards the $7,000 goal, as well as the tonight's $500 incentive, go ahead and click the link that's been presented in chat when you do !St. Jude. And with that, let's turn on over to Dorkmaster Fleck for another donation station update.
All right, we have $20 from Porterfield, who says, "Good luck to all runners racing." Thank you very much, Porterfield.
And that right now puts us at 120 of the $500 we need to unlock the third run. We've already gotten the second run unlocked from these runners. The third, I'd love to see it. So when I get your donations on in right now, it all helps out St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So thank you all for your donations, as well as thank you guys for coming on by and enjoying the environment here tonight. As Grand Pooh Bear ends up losing his Tanuki suit to the jellyfish. Right now, Mitch Flower Power doing it small power. And it turns out that we are in the ice world here, what is normally World 6. And Grand Pooh Bear's End, this is what world number 5 is going to be for these runners, and what a frosty reception it is. But at least they had the hammer suit, and the warp pipe ended up working out, so that Grand Pooh Bear was able to skip it. Right now, currently sitting in this level, which is the World 2 Pyramid, if I do remember correctly. And he'll go ahead and knock off the cards. So once again, this is Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer. It is a randomizer developed by Fred Coughlin, who is also known for his work with the Zelda 1 randomizer that you may have known and seen here on the Skybills channel. In Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer, the stages have been all shuffled and randomized where they could be. The worlds have been randomized. The warps, they have been shuffled where they go. Well, we don't see the warps. The pipes themselves within a level also have been randomized where exactly they end up taking you as well. If you guys want more information about Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer, a moderator can go ahead and post you the link in chat. Also, if you want to get more information about St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, as well as find out what games we got coming up here during the course of this month-long event here on Skybills, as well as also find out some of tonight's incentives, and also donate, do exclamation point St. Jude. So right now we see Grand Pooh Bear, I believe, is still in the lead. I have not seen where exactly in the map that Mitch is at, but I know Grand Pooh Bear is at least one stage ahead of where Mitch Flower Power is. Sky is not that far behind. Oglib is trailing the 4 at this moment, but it's not like these guys are super far behind each other. And okay, time. Oh, mac and cheese on the Grand Pooh Bear. First try. Can we get some hype for that, guys? And what you see on Mitch Flower Power's end is another one of the lost levels. This looks like level 1-5, but it really isn't. It just turns out to be one of the lost levels that was discovered in the coding of this game. It was patched up and was put into the game. So we see Mitch Flower Power making his way through the fortress, but meets the wrong end of a thromp. And that in turn is going to allow Mitch Flower Power just to be seconds behind Grand Pooh Bear in this race. Man, Grand Pooh Bear taking it slow, waiting for the thwomp. Mitch just taking it bold on through and has taken away the lead from Grand Pooh Bear. This is the 5th world these guys are at right now. They've got 3 more worlds to go through, 6, 7, and 8. What worlds have we not seen in this game yet? Actually, no. Oh, we haven't seen World 5. We haven't seen World 7. We haven't seen World 8. World 8 is guaranteed to be the last. And Mitch is the first one onto the airship. Which world do you think these guys is going to be the difference between these runners here, Dork?
Well, which one's going to make the difference is probably going to be World 7, I'd have to say, since one of the cool features about the randomizer in the most recent version is that the overworld pipes are shuffled. So in most worlds, this doesn't really make much of a difference, but in World 7, where there's pipes everywhere, if you find the right path, the right pipe to get to the end of the world, to get to that airship, then you're going to be out of there much quicker than other people who might go around going through some levels that they might not have to, searching for it.
Well, both of these guys right next to each other, Mitch and Grand Pooh Bear. Let's see what world they head to next. Is it going to be 5 or is it going to be 7? Well, as soon as they tell us good luck, we're all counting on you. We'll find out.
Oh, it's World 5.
Oh, yes, World 5. That means World 7, which pretty much just the great equalizer when this game is concerned, is going to be the next to last world. It always ends with World 8. You can't make yourself you can't get your way over to the King of Koopas any faster than just playing out the 7 worlds before it.
So this is going to be interesting. The runners have been pretty close so far. going through most of these worlds. But like you said, it looks like 7 and 8 are going to be the last 2 worlds. 8 is, of course, always the last world, but it looks like 7 is going to actually be in its normal place. So that could allow people to pull ahead if they find the right path.
I don't think Grand Pooh Bear wanted to get the 3rd star. I think that's the reason why he didn't run right after the cart at the very end, just try to go to the very end and then jump back in. He ended up getting the star anyways. Let's see if Sky can't get the mac and cheese. And not on the first try, and ends up going through the door.
Oh, she's not going to spend a lot of time trying for that, it looks like.
Yeah, the thing with mac and cheese is you're pushing up at some point, and if you push up at the wrong time, you're going into the door.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult thing to get right.
So, if you want to pull up the prizes, tonight's incentive prizes, I can tell you that if we raise $500 tonight, we are doing a 3rd run of this game, where the runners will have no inventory items available for use, and they have to play the game small unless they've come across a level that requires them to be big, such as World 6-5 or the 8 Fortress, which requires you to be big at least to break through the blocks.
So, tonight, our prizes for this evening are going to be a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer starter pack and a copy of Guacamelee Gold Edition.
And those are unlocked if you do donate at the $20 level. And there's also a grand prize that is up for the entire event if you donate $40 or more. You want to talk about that?
Absolutely. This is an amazing grand prize. Like Rick said, if you donate $40 or more, you'll be eligible to win the drawing for the grand prize. And the grand prize is a copy of Super Mario Bros. 1 for the NES. And you might be thinking, well, that doesn't sound like much of a grand prize. Hold on a second. This is no ordinary copy of Super Mario Bros. This copy has been signed by Darbian, Cosmic D, and Andrew G, who are basically the 3 top speedrunners of that game in the world. They have autographed that cartridge, and if you donate at least $40, you will be entered into a drawing to win that signed cartridge. It is quite the thing.
You mean that Darbian guy who set the world record for all 5 games warpless on Saturday night here on Skybills' stream?
The very same. Yeah, this Darbian guy seems to be pretty good at video games in general. I don't know. I haven't really heard of him before. He seems like kind of a small-time guy.
Yeah, I don't know. But we also have one other prize that's been carried over from last night, correct?
That's correct. Yes, we have a prize from last night's drawing, Stardew Valley. We're going to be doing the drawing for that tonight instead, since we didn't get to do it right for last night.
Well, the way you get in is a donation of $20 or more. And all donations help out the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Goes directly to them. It doesn't go through Sky as a liaison. It just goes directly to them. And we thank you very much for your donations. And speaking of donations, we got another one.
Yes, we do. We have $20 from LOZ Cards Fan 23. Jackpot! World 3.7 was discovered earlier by Skybills on World 3.2 of the Randomizer. And I came about a minute or two after that happened. Thanks Tenmachi and Rob Draven for discovering it.
And once again, all donations definitely help out the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We are currently at $140 for tonight, which is the about just over a quarter of the way to the $500 goal for tonight, which will unlock a 3rd Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer run. We've already unlocked one of them. You want to tell them the details about what this second run's going to detail?
Yeah, that's right. So if we've already met our goal for doing a second race of this tonight, that was the $100 goal. The second race will also be warpless, but it will be no item usage, I believe. They are not allowed to use any power-up items that they collect on the overworld.
At all. And that'll be a lot of fun. but if you donate $500, we get to do that again, but also require them to play as Small Mario. So that Fire Flower that Oglib has, that would be illegal in this stage.
Yep, that's right. If we reach $500, there will be a third race. And that's the really special one, as you said, Small Mario only. So get those donations in so that we can torture these runners some more.
And right now, Oglib going up against the good old beach balls of... Oh, what Koopa is that again?
That's Lemmy with the circus balls, I believe.
I forget. I just know Wendy's the one with the rings.
Yeah.
And Morton's the one that likes to do earthquakes.
Yes, although that is not necessarily the case when you are playing the randomizer here. One of the features of the randomizer is that the which Koopa kids do the earthquakes is also shuffled. So when you're going into a fight, you don't actually know if you're going to get earthquakes or not.
It would be the cheaps that Mitch is currently in.
Yeah, Mitch is currently in the cheap hand stage, it looks like.
And those are sprinkled in throughout the entire run here, just like the hand stages are also randomized. Grand Pooh Bear about 2 stages behind Mitch right now. This is just telling how great Mitch's World 5 has been so far.
Yeah, Mitch is, he's opened up a bit of a lead here so far in World 5, it looks like. He's been extremely solid on this. I don't know if he's been practicing his randomizer here.
Oh, no, Mitch is very good at execution. Now, randomizer has to make you change a few things about your execution. Because we end up having certain things that come along that makes you not just hit right and jump when you think you can jump, because you can find a Goomba coming in your way. And we'll go ahead and wait until Mitch Flower Power before he gets through this next next airship to go back to the donation read, because I noticed we do get some more donations coming in, and we'll read off any donations that come in as long as we have the time to do so. But World 7, as we mentioned before, is going to be that world that has the very, very interesting concept where we don't know where they're going to go in any of the pipes. So we're going to keep an eye here in Mitch and see if he can't get lucky early on here with a possible pipe that goes right to the final segment of World 7. Can't wait to see if that's going to be coming into play here. He could have a really fast World 7, or this could be one of those nutsy World 7s where you got to check all the pipes to get to the correct place to go.
Yep, and while we're starting up World 7 here, we have $25 from Peter Fetto, who says, "Win it for the kids, Josh."
And Mitch getting a hammer from the princess after leaving that stage. I'm not certain he really wanted that hammer there. And so he goes to the first warp and brings him to the second island, and he opts to go in here, and this is one of those nasty stages. I don't like this level, do you?
Oh yeah, this level's a bit annoying here. You have to go through and hit the invisible blocks in order to get to the end of the level. Now he does have a tail, so if he plays this correctly, he will be able to save a bit of time and skip having to go down and loop around and hit the blocks and go back up from underneath. So, oh, he's lost his tail though.
Yeah, but he already blew through the blocks, so he got most of it.
He got most of it, but he is going to have to hit these blocks here at the very end. If he had managed to keep that tail, then he would have actually been able to... oh, he's trying to clip through the block.
Look at him
Oh,
go.
he does!
Oh, nice!
Nicely done! Wow, that was a bit of swag right there.
This is Mitch Flower Power that we're talking about. He knows his stuff.
Yeah, very impressive clip there. That's not the place you expect to see a clip there.
Now, what is Grand Pooh Bear going to do when he gets over to the end of this pipe? Is he going to go in the stage as well? No, he's going to go back, so he's not going to go into that stage at all. And this is just one of those places here where we don't know who's going to end up with the lead leaving the stage. Oh, he ended up getting the card. Now, one thing you're not going to see from these guys is they're not going to play the end spade card but the prizes that you get have been shuffled. You do not know what you're ending up going to. You do not know what you're going to win for playing this. Ooh, Angry Sun can pop up in any stage, and it pops up in what turns out to be stage 1, 2.
Yeah, that Angry Sun can show up just about anywhere, and fortunately, it's not too difficult a stage to find it in. 1, 2 is definitely an pretty easy level to get through overall.
And we see, oh, look at him go. Look at this go. Look at Mitch. Can he get the, nope, he stops it. And, oh, the gamble turned out bad here for Pooh, and so everyone will have to do that stage 6-5, or rather that stage 7-5 here.
Yeah, it looks like this is definitely the only
Mitch
way
got
to
it.
go. Oh, very nice clip, Mitch.
My goodness, Mitch.
Holy cow, man. He is just a monster.
Grand Pooh Bear going with the frog strats here, and he's gonna find out, oh no, it's this level.
Yeah, this is not a level that you want the frog power up for. And say he might just opt to get hit here just so he can be regular Mario again.
Yeah, Bill, he already lost it. Like he really wanted to have the frog power for this level. I'm certain he was hoping it was going to be any level like but this.
Now let's see if Mitch can find the correct path through through World 7 here.
Yep.
So he's going to the right pipe or the left pipe.
Sky is getting herself closer. In fact, she's only just a little distance behind these guys now.
Ooh! Mitch getting trolled. He found the last island, but it's the wrong pipe.
Yep. Can't get that from here. Gonna have to head on up and take care of the fortress. He elects to use his P-Wing. And it turns out...
Man. Wow, look at that jump past the thwomp there. He just squeezed right through there. And some serious jukes going on from Mitch Flower Power. What a beast. Oh, Grand Pooh Bear also getting the clip through the bottom there.
Look at these guys show off their stuff.
Wow.
And Sky probably going, this stage.
Yeah, it looks like Sky making the, she's going the same route that Mitch did, it looks like.
Yep, and Mitch found the right path. He is now in 7-8, so this is just a go through these next few levels here and make your way over to the final airship.
Yeah, in the randomizer, the pipe maze world actually does become a pipe maze.
Oh my god, we gotta go to the donation station right now. We just reached our goal.
Oh my goodness, we totally did. We have a $3,000 donation from the Kobold Inn, who says, a special thanks to every streamer in the race right now who helps put these events together to donate to such good causes. Thank you so much for that incredibly generous donation. That is just crazy.
And that puts us over $7,000.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the St. Jude Marathon, everyone, because we've reached our goal 2 days in. Good night!
We are now at $7,395. Sky will probably come in here really soon to thank you for that generosity here, guys. And that, of course, also unlocks the $500 incentive. These guys are going to be playing a third Super Mario Brothers randomizer race.
Oh yeah, they'll be playing a lot of stuff, that's for sure. All right, well that was incredibly hype. After that incredible donation, now we're gonna have to get back to the race and see where everybody is. So Mitch is still making his way towards the end. Oh.
Yep, he's now heading to...
Oh, I think I'm dropping some frames. That is unfortunate.
It's okay. It's okay. We've been floored by this generosity here, and Boss Bass was in this level here that Sky's in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we get the earthquakes here in the 7, and it's time to go visit World 8. Mitch Flower Power well on his way.
Yeah, okay, looks like I think we're stable again. Sorry about that. Looks like that donation was so overwhelming that it made my internet hiccup.
We got it all under control, though. And Mitch Flower Power going to get the note from Bowser and head on over to world number 8. So we are here 7K strong for St. Jude. Oh, we've met that goal already, but any amount that you guys want to donate is welcome here and will be given right directly to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. We've got some great prizes that are up that you can go ahead and get in for as little as $20 a donation here. And if you do not win a prize today, your name is still in the running for any future prizes during the course of this month-long event here on Sky Bills, plus any donation over $40 puts you in the running for the grand prize, and I'll have Dork talk about those in just a few moments here. And pretty much World 8, those auto-scrollers, no big problem.
Yeah, that's right. That's another set of auto-scrollers that have been taken out of the game. It makes these levels look a little funny because the the tread animation on the tanks is still going. So if you stand still, it looks like they're just running in place and not going anywhere, which is a little bit odd. And the World 8, not quite as many pipes as World 7, but almost. And so, oh my. Wow, look at this. So, Mitch has immediately found the pipe to Bowser's Castle. It was right on the first screen, so we're not going to get to see much of World 8 at all.
You know, that's actually a really nice find.
Yeah, World 8 is indeed free.
Well, here we go. And this is where this entire world becomes super fast. And just going right straight through. This guy not getting enough speed. Needs to pick up a little bit of speed here, but barring a major catastrophe from Mitch here in the final stage on Bowser's Castle, I think he will win race number 1. He's Mitch. He doesn't have any issues in Bowser's Castle, does he?
I would think not. I think he knows what he's doing.
But these guys are racing for fun here, and they're going to be getting ready for a second race in just a few moments after these current runners end up finishing off. So, all right, guys, let's say goodbye to Bowser. Unfortunately, Mitch has to do it the harder way because he's all small Mario, but it's all the same. Wait for him to make his jumps. Or just land on the fireball and go back to start and prolong this a couple extra seconds. So, while he's making the stage back, the walk back to Bowser, you want to talk about the prizes? But there's also the grand prize. A $40 donation gets you in the running to win Super Mario Bros. 1. Signed by some of the best runners in Super Mario Bros. 1, including the world record holder Darbian. I believe it's what? 3 of the top 5 runners?
That's right, yeah. It might be the top 3. I'm not sure if they're actually the top 3, but they're definitely in the top 5, that's for sure. It's Darbian, Andrew G, and Cosmic D12. All of 3 of those guys are absolute gods when it comes to Super Mario Brothers.
And I'm being told you might be on mute as far as your microphone's concerned.
Interesting. I don't show myself as muted. Can chat
There
hear
we
me?
go. You got him. You got him.
Okay.
You're fine. Well, there's Mitch. He got done. He's
All
finished.
right.
47 minutes and change. He's the first one done. Ladies and gentlemen, give up a few GGs to Mitch Flower Power, the winner of this first Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer race.
Yep, GG to Mitch. Well done, sir. All right, and it looks like Pooh Bear is also in World 8, as Oglib is just about to find the right path for World 7, I believe. Looks like he's making his way over there.
Yep, Grand Pooh Bear currently in World 8. And this was a nasty, this was not your friendly World 8, World 7, by the way. This wasn't one of those go right towards the beginning, go into the first pipe, and you'll bam, be right there. They decided to wait for World 8 to give these guys a treat. So while we're waiting for Grand Pooh Bear to go up against Bowser here to try to claim a second place effort here during the course of this race, he's gonna, well, I was gonna say he's gonna be big, so he'd be able to clip through the wall, but the Waffles decided not to play nice with him. And he's gonna go for the extra security here of you being bigger, Mario, so trying to time his jump so he doesn't lose the donut, and oh, he gets back up there. That's actually pretty good. Oh, is he trying to clip through here? He clips through.
Very nicely done. So, since Mitch is done, I am going to get Jabum pulled up here over Mitch's spot.
And that clips him right on through to Bowser. And definitely a big thank you to all the donors during the course of this evening so far, including the big $3,000 donation, and that is really, really generous, guys, and it's going to help out a great cause, the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital here during the middle of 7K strong for St. Jude. We're only on day number 3. If you want to get information about the schedule, you can do !point schedule, and that will give you a list of things to be coming up here as Grand Pooh Bear ends up finishing in second.
Well done, Grand Pooh Bear.
And who is it that we have here on the bottom right now?
This is Jabum. I will get his name put up there just a second.
All right, and we see that he's currently in World 5. Sky's making her way through World 8 right now. Oglib playing the run yourself into dry bones and end up having to go back to the fortress once again. So Sky's going in, she's doing her usual hammer suit strats because she likes the fast kill against Bowser. About to clip through the block here. There she goes. There she goes.
Yep, she is making her way over to Bowser, and she's still got the hammer suit. Hopefully she can hang on to it.
And she's going to do her best to hold on to it. And once Sky is done doing that, we'll take another look at the donation. As I noticed, we had a couple of donations come in. But let's go ahead and get Sky to the finish here. As she's about ready to pretty much just knock off this Bowser in seconds flat. There he is. He's down. And she finishes up at 52 minutes and change. So, Dork, we got some donations.
Yep. We have a $25 anonymous donation who says, "These races are making me thirsty. Good luck, Jabum X." Good luck indeed. You can see Jabum in the bottom right corner there. I just pulled him up since Mitch finished.
And once again, give it up for these runners here who have helped us out here for 7K strong for St. Jude. They are helping us out, just definitely helping these guys out and giving up their time. Definitely helping us out. And I believe we got somebody here to say a big thank you.
Oh my gosh, thank you to all those who donated it. Especially, we have some lovely, lovely donations here. Let me just refresh my page real quick. But oh my gosh, thank you to everyone who donated. I cannot believe we hit the 7K thanks to all of you. Especially the Cobalt, and thank you so much for the $3,000 donation. Oh my goodness gracious. This is amazing. Just thank you so much, everybody. I'm beyond words right now. This was great. The children are really the winners tonight.
They are. And that really just floored us too when we saw it pop up on the screen. I'm like, wow, we're already at 7,000. Oh, $3,000. That's amazing, guys.
So I have raised the goal to 10,000 as a result. We'll keep going for now, but oh my gosh, we have also earned in this all 3 days of the bonus content involved with this. So that's 3 days of Breath of the Wild fun, not trying to go fast, just playing for fun. So thank you so much.
As far as tonight's concerned, you also unlocked both additional races of Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer.
We have. So there'll be 2 races coming up. The second one, oh great, we have Jabim on here too. Let's also give shouts to Jabim, as I had forgotten Jabim before. Jabim also really wanted to do this race with us, and I think he's doing a fantastic job as well. So shout outs to Jabim also for promoting this and for his help as well. And I saw Jabim's mom donate earlier, so thank you so much.
So once again tonight, we have some great prizes up for the potential of you to win here for a donation $20 or more. And donations of $40 or more gets you in for the grand prize drawing. Some great stuff, and you get some more information here. Exclamation point St. Jude. Oh my God, $7,420 raised in 3 nights, guys.
Oh, that is just crazy. I am pretty floored.
Me too. I would have never thought that in 3 days already had already met our target goal. Again, we raised 5,400 in an entire month last time. Here we are, day 3 of year 2, and we've already met our 7K goal. This is just incredible.
And it's because of the generosity of you out there, and we definitely thank you for that. So we're going to do a Union 5 and then get going with the second race as soon as we see Jabin finish.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to see where Jabim is. I think he just entered World 7, so he should be close to.
Yeah, he's at that 7-5 stage right now.
Yeah. Let me get the next ROM set up, and again, next time around, we're gonna do Warpless again. No inventory items though. Scare stuff. Very spoofy. I'll be back. Yeah, they'll take a Union 5, and I'm gonna get this generated.
Turned out Mitch Flower Power won this race. Grand Pooh Bear finished in 2nd. Sky was in 3rd. Oglib going up against Bowser right now. Has to deal with it as Big Mario just ducks on down, waits for Bowser to destroy the floor, uses the hitboxes to his advantage right now. And Bowser's down. Oglib will finish off this run at 56 and probably about 50. Yep. GG to him, and Jabim ends up crashing to a paratroopa. Yeah, I think what the case is he's hoping beyond hope that this gets him towards where he needs to go instead. Hey, I see we have a Jaws stream.
Yep, we're getting it set up, and we got Pooh with Jaws, and Jabin's finishing up his race.
I didn't realize I had to be doing commentary for a Jaws thing. I should have taken more notes from Jam Eviler.
I just got triple Jaws. Gotta love Pooh though for doing the Jaws in between.
Gotta do something while you're waiting for the next race to begin. I see we have End Spade game tactic going on over here on Jabin as he tries to get through the pipe. So when do we see Jaws on Grand Pooh Bear's end? He hit something. And again, as we mentioned it before, you gotta love seeing Boss Bass show up on a stage like this one here that Jabin is in currently. Like, there's certain stages that are just completely awful, and we can see Oglip working on some practice right at this moment. Yeah, Oglip's working on some practice here, just trying to make sure he knows of his mechanics through some of these stages, including 7-2, which is what he's practicing on right now. Because if you can jump this fast, you don't have to worry about playing with the music blocks, because nobody got time to play with music blocks. So, Dork, you want to talk about the schedule? Because I know there's something that you like playing coming up tomorrow night here on
Yes.
Skybills.
Alright, yep, I have myself muted. There we go. Okay, yes, so the schedule, this is the third day so far of the 7K Strong for St. Jude Marathon, although I guess now it's 10K Strong for St. Jude. Coming up tomorrow night, we have Super Metroid, and I am particularly looking forward to that because I speedrun that game badly, but it's one of my all-time favorite games ever, and it's a phenomenal speedrun, and Sky has never played it before, so she's going to be playing it blind, which should be a lot of fun. Coming up on Wednesday night, we have Banjo-Tooie, which I believe is not a blind playthrough, but it is going to be a moderately quick casual playthrough, I believe. And Thursday is looking to be a very interesting night. We have classic Castlevania night. We've got Castlevania 1, 3, and 4, as well as a Castlevania 4 randomizer. There is a randomizer for Castlevania 4, believe it or not.
Yep, and if you want to see that, come on Thursday, May 4th, and donate $250 towards that goal, and you'll be able to see Super Castlevania 4 Randomizer. As you saw, probably about a couple months ago, Sky was doing the Castlevania Challenge, trying to get those 3 games done in 90 minutes. So she's played those games pretty well, so, you know, that's going to be a lot of fun. You get to watch her do those. Once again, Castlevania 1, Castlevania 3, and Super Castlevania 4. And that's coming up on the 4th of May. But what's coming up on Cinco de Mayo?
Coming up after that is, again, one of my all-time favorite games and something that I also speedrun not completely terribly, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Sky's going to be doing, I believe, a casual playthrough of that. And it was actually the first game that I ever did a speedrun of, so that's going to be pretty cool to watch as well. And then coming up on May 6th is Mario Kart 64 and Super Mario Kart. So we've got a Mario Kart night. And then May 7th is The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, and Sky does love her some Skyrim.
And then on Monday, May 8th, it's Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, where for $500 extra, she can beat all 6 of the extra stages. And then on May 9th, it's something that you and I have played before, Dork. It's Zelda 1 Randomizer.
Yeah, and next Tuesday, May 9th, that is going to be another big night to look out for the St. Jude Marathon here. That's the Zelda Randomizer night. We are going to have a race set up similar to this one, where we're going to have a bunch of people up on screen and some commentary, and it's going to be a Zelda 1 Randomizer race. And if you have been to Sky's channel before, you'll be quite familiar with those races because we do them all the time over here. But if this is your first time to the channel, definitely stop by next Tuesday and check that out, because that's going to be really cool. If you like the Super Mario 3 Randomizer, what you see here, the Zelda 1 Randomizer is quite the thing.
But you know what's going to be neat about that night is the incentive for $500 on that evening. The people who are running with her, and I'm probably going to be one of them, we're going to have to do a 3-heart container race. Unless it turns out the white sword item is required, then it's the 4 or 5 or 6 we need to get the white sword item. But
Alright, guys, I think we're getting set for round 2. Sorry, just kind of coordinating things up.
No problem.
All right. So we're getting ready for the second race here, and I'm certain at that point we'll get Mitch Flower Power screen back up here. And guys, just stay tuned. We've got a no inventory Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer coming up right next.
I'm scared.
Yep, Mitch is back up and we are ready to go.
Alright, let me make sure I get the countdown really quickly on the other side, and then you guys will see us when we start off. Just don't forget the timer this time.
Yeah, hang on, let me reset the timer there since I had it going while Jabin was still going.
Yeah. No, Javin
Alright.
knew we were doing 3 rounds, and we want to make sure we get those in for that.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Alright.
All right.
Ready when you guys
hype?
are.
Are you guys hyped for Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer?
Woohoo!
Round 2, here we go. This time
Alright.
it's going to be no items.
I'm going to go to the racers, and I can't keep the commentary on because of the spoilers. I had to remember to turn the commentary off. I'm like, wait, I can't know what's coming next, so
That's right.
I leave it in your hands. Thank you so much again, and thank you to everybody who's donating and who's here. Ty Tuesday, thank you so much for your host. We appreciate that. And we'll be underway in a second here. Let me just get back in the Racers channel. Let's have some fun. Randomized Mario 2. No inventory items coming up. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. The racers will be coordinated here. We've got $7,420, and the kitty here for 7K strong for St. Jude. We've already reached the $7,000 goal. Could we make it to $10,000? We do thank you guys for your donations, and if you want to get more information about this event, go to !St. Jude and throw in your donations. We've reached our goal for today's, but that means we still got some prizes that are up. We'll go ahead and talk about those coming up in just a few moments, because it's time for another randomizer. Grand Pooh Bear on the upper left, Oglib on the upper right, the defending champion Mitch Flower Power on the bottom right, and Skybills on the bottom left. Who do you think's gonna win this one, Dork?
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be a close one again. You know, Mitch seems to be the favorite given his incredible performance last time, but Grand Pooh Bear was right behind him, and of course Sky has won quite a few of these things herself against these very players. So yeah, Ogliv is no slouch either. Any one of these players could take it.
And to answer the question, yes, coin ships do spawn in the randomizer. They can even show up even if you don't trigger them the normal way. So here we go, guys. Let's have some fun.
Yep, we are just waiting for the racers to get...
And they're off.
Yep. It looks like Sky Stream is a little bit behind. So I'll just start the timer.
Here we go.
All right.
And looks like we're going to be seeing a few attempts to do some clips on this stage right now. As you see this right now, Mitch Flower Power, the first one to get the first of the clips. Now, don't forget, these guys cannot do inventory items this go around. So the only items they can have, the big Marios, is what they find in these question blocks. And we've got another clip there on Mitch's end. The first one to grab the card will be on Oglib's side. As we make our way to World 1-2, what are we going to find inside here? There we find, this turns out to be 7-4 again. And if you guys didn't see the first run here, this is one of the effects of Randomizer, where the auto-scrollers have been nuked out of this unless it is required. In the case of 5-9, and there's one of the lost levels that is still an auto-scroller as well. But as you can see, this level has been altered just a little bit because of the fact that the auto-scroller was eliminated. It's to kind of preserve the auto-scroller aspect here, as apparently some of the sprites followed the camera, didn't go all the way to the very bottom. So right now, these first three runners, Oglib, Mitch, Flower Power, Grand Pooh Bear, they're going to go to the first to the castle. And what's this again? Did we get another the one fortress here, the World 1 Fortress spot?
I think
Mitch
we
Flower
did.
Power didn't get the Mitch Flower Power didn't get the P-Speed the first go around. He makes up for it this time around. Oglib trying to do the clip over to Bowser. Grand Pooh Bear gets the clip first. Mitch Flower Power's the first one out of the level. And then we see World 5-2 at the 1-5 spot. And finally, Oglib does get the clip. He's going to head on over to Boom Boom. And he'll make this look pretty easy. Grand Pooh Bear making a quick run through the stage. And 1-6 coming up next, and ew. Gotta love this stage. I hate this stage. What's your feelings about this stage?
This stage is not a very nice stage. I'm not a fan of it myself at all.
These cheaps are like to be cheap when it comes to this level. And you notice Mitch is going to go to Flower Power. Why? It's not because that's his name. It's because the tail really doesn't do you any good in this level. And he loses his flower power as well as his big Mario abilities here, but it doesn't matter. He's the first one to the airship. Which airship are we going to get here?
Notice the other races are a bit delayed, so I'm just going to sync the streams up here as best I can.
Ooh, Mitch ending up dying to the fireball before he could actually knock him dead. You know, this guy is not fun, but he ends up picking up a mushroom and he'll grab the block in just a moment. And once we get these guys done being synced, once we get these guys all in sync, this guy's gonna make her way through the water level. Grand Pooh Bear's on the same stage, and Mitch Flower Power is the first one to the air, to the fortress. You know, the unfortunate thing about the elimination of the auto-scrollers is the ability to pause and talk about donations. Because we're doing this for a really good event, aren't we, Dork?
That's right, we are. We are doing this for St. Jude Children's Hospital, which is a fantastic charity organization who helps out children with life-threatening serious illnesses and does not charge the families anything. And we have a $10 donation from Kel Tamer with no comment, but we thank you very much for your generosity.
And if you want to get your donations in or find out more information about the event, you can just go to !St. Jude.
And with that, all 4 of the racers should be synced up now, so what you're seeing should be accurate.
Well, what's accurate is we find World 5 as the second world these guys are going to have to deal with in this game.
Yes, indeed we do. World 5 was not showing up until almost the end of last seed, but this seed it's quite early. And it looks like Mitch is the first one into World 5 right now. And Oglib close behind him now.
Yep, Oglib is now heading to that first stage, and Sky is going to be waiting for the animation to go through. And
Ooh.
once again,
Pooh Bear taking a death on the Hammer Brothers.
he's got to be careful because he's down to his last life. One thing we don't want to point out here is the stage that Mitch is in. This is one of those lost levels.
Yeah, indeed it is. This is one of the levels that the level data is still on the cart in the ROM there, but it was never used in the final game. You see Oglib now going through the same thing. It's interesting vertical climb up these waterfalls here.
If anyone wants to get more information about the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer, one of the moderators can post a link in chat where they can download the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer program and get more information about it.
Yep, indeed. And now it looks like Sky is into World 5 as well. And Grand Pooh Bear is getting onto that World 1 airship, which is not actually the World 1 airship.
Yeah, we don't have to yell at Fred for this one.
Not this time.
You know what would be nice if these guys found a hammer this go around here so they could do a little bit of skipping when they get to stages that actually could use the hammer.
Yeah, indeed. That would be very useful. Finding the hammer early is always nice, because if you can stockpile a few of those hammers, then you might be able to use them later on. And that would be true in a normal seed, but remember that we are doing no items this time around, so they are not allowed to use items on the overworld. So those hammers are going to be useless this time.
Right. That's right. Yes, you are correct. I was thinking... I don't know what I was thinking. It's a shame they couldn't you really use the hammers the first go around. So
yeah, Grand Pooh Bear making it into World 5 now. He has no lives left, so I was wondering if he might take an intentional death here just to refill his lives.
Well, if he wasn't thinking about it before, he might want to be thinking about it now, because a death is not something you want to take, especially in this world.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
Well, it's unfortunate he had a flower as his first card, otherwise he could try to set himself up for a 5-up.
Yeah, that would be very useful. And he's going to be thankful to see the unfinished level here since there's no enemies in it.
Yeah. He's going to probably wish the mushroom wasn't going to be going in the direction that actually went in, but not much he could do about that. Now, thankfully, if he gets to the end of the stage, he's going to get a 1-up no matter what. Oglib trying to clip through a small Mario.
Ooh, that's going to be tricky. I think doing the clip with small Mario is pretty difficult.
And he ends up, I don't know if he wanted to go through the pipe, but I think the couple of jumps he made right there says, nope, I didn't mean to do that. And as he runs through the Starman, I'm going to turn back over to Dork Master Flank for a donation station update.
Indeed. We have 2 more donations. We have $69 from Jabum, who says, pledge $3 per death. Curse you, 5-hit Wendy. Oh, she's trouble.
And we just got a $50 donation as well.
Yes, we got a $50 donation from Up North Geek with no comment, but thank you very much for that.
And all the money that is being raised here goes directly to 7K Strong for St. Jude. It goes directly to the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. There's none of this that's going to Sky. It's all going right straight to the Children's Research Hospital, and they definitely thank you for your generosity this month. So, you've played Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer several times here, Dork, especially with a couple of Sky stints on Retro Gaming Live. What stage is the one that you don't want to see when you pop into it?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with 5-9 because that's the only auto scroller that hasn't been removed because it can't be removed. So that's a pretty slow stage to walk in and find. I think you really don't want to see that one.
Yeah, that's a tough stage to go into, especially if the enemies have been randomized, and therefore you have things that really shouldn't be in the places that they are.
Yeah, that's right. The other one I think you really don't want to see is it 6-5, I believe, where you have to carry the Koopa shell up?
Yep, 6-5.
Yeah, that's another one that we don't like seeing.
Although that one's a little kinder if you get the right enemy shuffle, because you don't have the piranha, the pinchers, whatever they're called.
That's right, yeah, if you have shuffled enemies, then you might not have the munchers up there, so you might just be able to you know, it might be Goombas instead or something, and you can just bounce on them.
Doesn't make them any less exciting. I mean, it's still not a fun stage to go through. I would probably say one of the longer stages, like 7-5 or 5-3.
Yeah, no, definitely. And some of the ones that you can fly over, if you do find those, you can just intentionally kill yourself and then use a P-Wing or something. And it looks like everybody's in World 5 now, so it looks like Mitch is going to be the first one to finish it because he's in the airship.
Yeah, he's just blitzing right through this, and it turns out we have the easy airship over here. He's got Hammer Bro suit right now.
Ooh, and it looks like we have a vanilla Roy fight. We've got Roy with 3 hits with Earthquakes in World 5.
Boy.
Fred, what's going on?
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, this is a strat you're probably not going to see Mitch use in the next race, because guess what? They have to be small Mario.
That's right, yeah. This race that we are not allowed to use any overworld items, so they cannot use any of the power-ups or the hammers, and that's going to be interesting because we do like to use the hammers in a few key places to if you get lucky and pick up some hammers before, say, World 3, you can skip a bunch of things.
Like where Mitch is right now.
That's right. So they're going to have to go through most of World 3, normally it looks like, unless they get really lucky with the pipe at the beginning.
Well, the first pipe ended up heading to the other side, where you can maybe go into the fortress. Now, the question is where's that second pipe going to go through?
Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, so we did luck out a little bit. It's almost like we had the hammers to bust through those blocks anyway.
And speaking of hammers, well, Mitch had the hammer suit. He lost it. But I don't think he really minds losing the hammer suit at this point in time. And if you're wondering, we reached $7,000 during the first run maybe about 40 minutes ago with a very, very generous $3,000 donation.
Yes, we had an extremely generous donation so far tonight. Extremely generous from everyone, but especially the Kobold Inn for that massive $3,000 donation. Thank you so much again for that.
So as Mitch makes his way to the other airship, so it did turn out that the second pipe, after you went through the fortress, made yourself over to the end of this World 3. He's just blitzing through this. And this is now the end of the third world that he's in right now.
That's crazy. What a seed so far. So that's a heck of a fast World 3 there. That's almost as fast as it could be. I guess the only way it could be faster is if you get that very first pipe.
And let's get some GGs for Jabum, who finishes up on his run. Give him a follow as well. And while Mitch is falling down and we find out what the next world is going to be, we do have a donation for $20, right, Dork?
Yes, indeed we do. We have $20 from Elena, 475-145-848, who says, "For the cause and our glorious leader, Grand Pooh Bear."
And I think that's kind of a joke. We all know what the joke is with that, especially those people who've been watching Speed Gaming and a certain Link to the Past randomizer tournament that's been going on. So that's enough we're going to say about that as we now move on to World... World 6.
Yeah, it looks like World 6 is the next one. So, fortunately, this is not actually a World 6 level. This is a World 2 level, it looks like, is it not?
This looks like a
Or is this World 5?
This is World 4.
Or 4, okay. I'm mixing my levels up.
Yeah,
I thought it was the pyramid for a second. I looked back and forth.
Yep, this is a World 4-3, so...
Yep, that's right.
Mitch is done, grabs the star. He's just making this look really easy here as both Oglib and Sky are in the 5th World Fortress here. Oh, we found 6-5. Remember that world you were talking about?
Yep. Now the question is, what's going to be at the top here? Oh, it looks like a lot of lag there for a lot of stuff on the screen.
Yeah, I don't think the way that this level was ever created in the beginning, it was meant to have gigantic Koopa shells.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a giant Goomba and a Koopa.
That's a great prize to get up there.
Yeah, you've made it all the way up there with the shell, and it wasn't even worth it.
Well, you never know, so you gotta get up there with protection.
Yes, thank you very much for the host, Jabum. Congrats on finishing the last race there. Hope you had a good time playing.
Hope you had a lot of fun. It definitely is a lot of fun here playing the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer. And here's the level that you were talking about a few moments ago. This is the 2 pyramid.
Yes. Yes, that little pit going down in the middle there is what I thought I saw before.
And we do see all 3 finishing off with a Koopa kit, although all Glib and Sky were on the same ones as they're falling in almost simultaneous fashion. So Mitch is making his way quickly through the World 6. We remember to drink more Ovaltine is the message heading into World 6.
Yeah, and Sky almost forgetting to go down the pipe there at the beginning of World 6. Oh, looks like the pipe is in the good position.
Yeah, you see a coin chip there, which is something that does pop up here in the randomizer. But guess what? We're not going to see it on any of these guys' ends, but those pipes, those coin chips, they're much nicer in randomizer.
Yes, they are, because they are not auto-scrollers. You can just run right to the end of them.
You can stop and grab coins if you really, really want to. I mean, if you want to play this game casually, that's definitely your prerogative. It's just, if you're speedrunning this game, that just makes it a whole lot easier.
Bruce, the commentary you're hearing so far is myself, I am Dorkmaster Fleck, and with me is Adirondack Rick. We are your commentators for this evening.
As we take you through the wild ride of 3 Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer races here, featuring Grand Pooh Bear, Oglib, Sky Bills, and Mitch Flower Power. Mitch Flower Power is in the lead. Just wrecking these Mario 3 randomizers, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, not really much of a surprise there, considering Mitch is one of the best Super Mario 3 speedrunners out there. He is just a beast at this game.
One of the best? I'd almost label him as the best.
Yeah, well, he does have the record, I believe, does he not?
He's definitely... Wow. Moves like that!
Just sneaking by those thwomps there without getting hit. Very nice.
I'd be too nervous to make that kind of maneuver.
Yeah, but we don't have time to be nervous. We gotta go fast. And so now it looks like Mitch is going to be the first one done with World 6, which looks like it's the World 1 airship this time.
That's nice to find the World 1 airship, but you almost want that at the end of World 7.
Yeah, that's always nice to find for sure. So now the question is, which world are we going to see next? Mitch is going to be the first one to enter it now. Are we going to see an early World 7, or is World 7 going to be at the end just like last time? Since we already passed World 3, and that turned out to be really short, World 7 is going to be the next one where it's going to be up in the air. You know, how long it takes people to find their way through it.
We've got Worlds 2, 4, and 7 still to go.
Yeah, it is World 7. Here we go. So Mitch is going down the first pipe here, and alright, it takes him to the next island. And
Yep,
ooh,
so
look at that.
Hey! How you doing, Boss Bass?
Boss Bass in 1-1. Not a level you're used to seeing Boss Bass in.
Boss Bass wants lunch or
Whoa.
dinner, or whatever the meal of this day is. Oh!
Ooh, getting some jukes there.
And gets him toasted with a fireball. And stops the timer with a mushroom card.
Alright. Now the question is which pipe to take. Mitch has 2 pipes he can take here. I'm gonna go down the closest one.
Which way do you want to go? Whoa, whoa, that's not.
Oh, that
the
takes
way
him
he
over
wants
to the upper
go.
middle island.
It does, and we've got.
Looks like he's gonna
another
try the
donation.
other one.
We got another donation in the amount of $15. You want to talk about that?
Yes, indeed. We have a $25 donation from K-Bomb, who says, great stuff, keep up the great stream. Thank you, K-Bomb.
And we do thank you very much for your donations here, and this is all helping St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. It's part of 7K strong for St. Jude. Well, it was 7K strong until somebody walloped us with a $3,000 donation. And now we've raised that goal to $10,000. We've unlocked all of our incentives for today, but we got some great prizes that you could be eligible to win with a $20 minimum donation. Want to talk about those, Torque?
Yes, indeed. So if you donate at least $20 to our St. Jude Marathon, you will be in the drawing for tonight's prizes. We have a copy of Stardew Valley, which we're raffling off from last night, and we also have the actual prizes for tonight, a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Multiplayer Starter Pack, and a copy of Guacamelee Gold Edition. And all of these, I believe, are on Steam, so if you are entered into the raffle for them, if you don't have a Steam account, you might want to make one.
Taking care of a couple of messages at this moment, so if you want to go ahead and pop in for me for about a minute and a half,
sure,
that'd be appreciated.
No problem there. We see Mitch just getting through the Piranha Plant stage here, using that pause trick. That's a really nice trick to know. When you pause the game in those stages, those munchers that go up and down and alternating on based on a global timer, if you pause the game, that timer is still going, so the munchers continue to go up and down. So if you're about to land on those, like Mitch sort of was there, you can pause the game, wait for them to go down, and then unpause it, and you'll be just fine. That's a great trick to know there. Looks like Ogliv is now finding the surprise of Boss Bass in 1-1. And Mitch, he's ended up going back to start now, so he's going to go through 7-1 on the map and see if that pipe leads anywhere. So, if you're not familiar with the randomizer, one of the features that the randomizer has is that the overworld pipes are shuffled as well. So for most worlds, this doesn't really do anything, or for a world that has, 1 or 2 sets of pipes, it may not be a huge difference. But for something like World 7, where there's a big number of different pipes, it really becomes an actual pipe maze, because you have to find the pipe that takes you over to the final island to get to the castle. And it's not the normal route, or very rarely is it going to be the normal route.
And
So it looks like Oglib is taking on Boss Bass in 1-1 again here.
sometimes you just have to take a path that you might not be expecting to. Sometimes you actually have to go through a level that you don't want to go through. And it looks like, unfortunately for these runners, this World 7 is going to be the long way path for these guys.
Yeah, we are having a trolley World 7 so far. That's not great for the runners, but fun for the audience. And Oglib finally gets through 1-1 there without getting eaten by Boss Bass this time.
And just you wait until these guys get to the third game coming up because of your generosity.
Yeah, that's right. Coming up after this race, we are going to have a third and final race, which will also be no items, I believe, but it will also be small Mario only, so they will not have any power-ups whatsoever. That should be an interesting time. And it looks like Mitch has now finally found the correct pipe in World 7 here. That was a bit of a trolley World 7 to be sure, but he's now found his way to the final island, so he's going to be on his way to the castle as soon as he gets through the remaining levels. And he is just flying through these levels here, this World 6 level that he's in right now. We see those speedrun strats at work there. And it looks like Sky is now caught up, I believe, to Oglib there. Oglib and Sky are going different directions in World 7 here. I believe Sky is going the correct direction, I think, because Mitch had to go through this Piranha stage in order to get to the final island, if I'm not mistaken. Although I didn't quite manage to see exactly what the path was.
Well, we're going to probably see that coming up. And turns out not to be the pipe that Sky ended up going through. Now, this is, once again, you mentioned pipe maze really truly being a pipe maze. And unfortunately for these runners, it's not a easy path to the final. It's not like that World 3 that was a whole lot of easier.
No, this is about the polar opposite of that. This has been pretty trolly so far with the path through here. And looks like Mitch is, there we go, getting through the fortress level here. And Oglib making his way through 1-4, which also has had its auto-scrolling removed. Yeah, to answer the questions in the chat, yeah, Mitch is definitely in the lead at this point so far. He's getting to the end of World 7 here, although Sky and Oglib are pretty close behind him, as Grand Pooh Bear has now made his way into World 7, and he's going to discover the fun that is Boss Bass in level 1-1.
Hey, Dork.
Yeah?
We've got to interrupt things to talk about a nice big $1,000 donation that just came in through to our tracker.
Yes, we do. Oh, we have another giant donation here. We have $1,000 from Drunken Rager, who says, being always helping St. Jude, wonderful organization, love Mario Bros. 3, was a favorite childhood game, minus Ghostbusters, Kava. Good luck to the runners, and hope to see everyone at SGDQ. Thank you very much for that extremely generous donation.
And that now pops our tracker up to a grand total of $8,594.
Wow, that is absolutely phenomenal. I can't believe how well this has been going so far this year. This is just insane. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far. No matter how small it was, every bit helps.
And as we mentioned before, while we see people putting in their names here because of the incentives that we've got going on, the greater thing is that these guys are donating for a great cause. It's for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And it doesn't matter what you're possibly getting out of this for a reward, whether it be going towards one of the incentive prizes or trying to see if these guys can't be tormented with a small Mario only Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer run that's coming up in just a little bit after this race is done. Let's see if we get mac and cheese first try here on Mitch, and it turns out to be no, but second try.
Oh, very good. Very good second try clip by Mitch there. He is extremely consistent at that. And so Mitch has now moved into World 2, as Sky and Oglib are both making their way towards the castle in World 7. They found the correct path. And I believe 2 is going to be the last, or do we still have 4?
We still have 4.
Right.
So World 4 is going to be the final world that we're going to be seeing from these runners. So that's going to be kind of linear after what we've seen earlier on from these runners, but you know, let's give it up for these runners. How about we do an exclamation point runners and profile these guys and give them all the love and support that they truly deserve.
Oh, we haven't updated the runners command apparently.
Yep.
2 of them are correct.
We'll fix that. No, we're still wrong. We'll get that correct. Give us one moment. You know what's fun? When Boss Bass glitches himself into a mushroom or a cloud like that. Well, anyways, we are here for 7K Strong for St. Jude. It is a month-long event here to help benefit the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's been put on here by Sky Bills, and she is definitely thanking everybody for their love and support, and definitely gives you a big thank you for raising nearly $8,600 in 3 nights alone. Coming up tomorrow night here, it is night number 4. We have the Super Metroid blind playthrough. We've got the donation incentive set for save or kill the animals. But you want to come on by and see how much fun Sky can have with a truly Super Nintendo classic.
All right, let's try that runners command again. Dang it, looks like it hasn't updated.
I'll try that again.
All right.
Trust us. Author Blues and Big John are not here, but Grand Pooh Bear and Mitch Flower Power are. And we see Oglib getting the mac and cheese, and that's tougher to do with the raccoon tail. Anyways, so while we're waiting to get things corrected here with Bot Saga, we could note that Mitch Flower Power is in the next of the airships, finishing off World 2 before heading on over to World number 4, which will be the final world before finishing off this game. And he's on a very good pace right this moment.
Yeah, indeed he is. He's doing pretty fantastic so far. And now that we have the runner's command working correctly,
we have a $60 donation from L Rock, and you want to read that one for us?
yeah, more donations. We have $60 from L Rock. I wanted to donate my refunded SGDQ fee to a good cause. St. Jude is the best cause. Best of luck to Sky on reaching the goal. Thank you, L Rock.
And that puts us now at how much money here, Dork?
I can't even keep track any longer how much. We're at $8,654.
We have doubled our money tonight. We have doubled the amount of money that we raised in the first 2 nights tonight alone.
That is just absolutely crazy. I thought there was no way we were going to top that, but apparently I've been proven delightfully wrong.
Right
And-
now, we
alright.
see the 8 Fortress on Sky's End. We see Miss Flower Power going through the very start of this World 4. It's the final world we got coming up, and hey, we've got the fun in the good old winter here, World 610 on Mitch's end, and say hello to Lag.
Yeah, lots of lag in here as we've got the fire spitting chain chomps here. I guess they're not chain chomps anymore.
The fire chomps, the dancing fires, they're not fun to deal with.
Nope, and they also cause a lot of lag.
we
Such
get-
swag. To answer your question, bits do count. The bit donations that we receive this month will go towards St. Jude while the marathon is going on. However, we don't get the bit donations until much later. I think it's several weeks delay or possibly like a month. So we definitely do appreciate bit donations nonetheless, but they will take a bit longer to get to St. Jude.
Yep, and also they will not go towards the tracker that you see on the very bottom right now, the 8,659. That's because somebody else just donated $5.
Yes, indeed. We have $5 from Virgo502, who says, supporting a great cause, wish I could donate more. That's quite alright. We are very appreciative for any amount that you can donate. Any amount of money helps.
We are here for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital here on night number 3 of the 7K Strong for St. Jude, where we might have to raise the goal from $10,000 the way we're going tonight, but we definitely thank you guys for your generosity as we see Mitch Flower Power ending up in the 3rd world fortress, the first of the 3rd world fortresses here, the good old door maze. I'm hearing rumors from the creator here, F. Coughlin, or Fred Coughlin as it is, about randomizing the doors at some point in time.
That would be pretty awesome if we could figure out a way to do that.
You know what he discovered today?
What's that?
That you could use the hammer to unlock the door, those little gates.
Oh, that you could use the hammer to break the fortress gates on the world map?
Yes.
Oh, now that is a very interesting development. I know that's something that some of the racers have been wondering and asking about, since it would make strategic hammer usage on the overworld very interesting.
Yep. And Fred found a way to do so we could be seeing it being implemented in a future update of Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't wait to see if that does come into play, because as you said, it will change the strategical play, and you know, there's certain worlds where you might actually use that to your advantage. Like, for instance, that World 7 that you just saw Mitch on, where he ended up finding the door, blocking him from getting through the remainder of that World 7.
That's right, yeah. Since World 7 doesn't really have any rocks in it for you to break like some of the other earlier worlds do, if you get to that point and you've got some hammers left over, that can give you something to do with your hammers, and if you encounter them earlier in the seed, then perhaps you might want to make a strategic call about whether you bust through a certain door or save your hammers to bust through some blocks later on.
So, Mitch is now making his way through the final of the fortresses here. This is the World 6 Fortress. You want to tease the race that's coming up here in a few minutes once we're done with this race?
Absolutely. So after we are done with this race, which is a no items allowed, no overworld items race, we are going to do one final race since we have smashed through our $500 goal for the night. And the last race is going to be small Mario only. So no power-ups whatsoever will be allowed to these runners. And so it should be quite the race.
And that's awesome right there. That is going to be a lot of fun. Even though we've been seeing Mitch kill these levels here, but you're gonna watch and try to see how they can do these levels with small Mario. So you might be wondering, there's certain levels that you have to beat as Big Mario. Well, there's gonna be a rule in play that if they have to get a mushroom or a leaf or a feather to defeat the level, they're going to be permitted to do so only for the purpose of completing that level. Otherwise, they have to forfeit that once they get to a safe point where they are done using it and go back to being small Mario. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for it. Can you?
No, I'm very much looking forward to that. And but first, we have to finish off this seed, and Mitch has just entered World 8. So he's going to do the first tank stage here, which we're always going to see. So the levels in World 8 are always, I believe, what they are, except for the Fortress and 1 and 2, I think.
Also the hand stages.
The hand stages are also changed, that's right. But this time, we're going to see if the first pipe takes us directly to Bowser's Castle again, or if we're going to actually get to see World 8 get played this time.
Well, I'd like to see a little more to World 8. I'd actually like to ask the chat how many hands these runners are going to have to get today, but we didn't get to do so in the first run.
Absolutely. So now Mitch is going into the first pipe here, so let's see if we get a nice seed or a trolley seed. Oh, it actually goes to the second screen here, so he's going to go across the bridge and he gets a hand on the first one.
Oh, a hand to begin things off, and we end up in World 4-5.
Yeah, very interesting. So this is kind of what I'm hoping to see. Since, you know, World 8 has several different screens that you go through, with pipes going between each one, so it doesn't have quite as many pipes as World 7, but it does have quite a few pipes still, and so finding your way through World 8 to get to Bowser's Castle can also be a bit of a challenge, so I'd like to see, like we had a Trolley World 7, let's have a Trolley World 8 too.
And considering the fact that Sky and Ogliver are currently in World 4, they are not a big distance behind Mitch, but at this point, the way that Mitch is going, he's got a huge lead over these guys at this point. They still gotta get through half of this World 4.
Yeah, it looks like Mitch is indeed right out front so far. I think second place is going to be a tight race between Sky and Oglib, it looks like so far. But Mitch has just been performing phenomenally so far tonight.
And as you guys have noticed also, the auto-scrollers are turned off with the exception of 2 levels in this game. 5-9 and the lost level that was in the water because, well, it's a lost level, so therefore Fred decided to keep the auto-scroll part of it. And we find the 8 Fortress, and hi there. This is a fun fortress to be in.
It is. This is a World 6 Fortress, I believe?
Yeah. I think this is the last of the 6 fortresses, if
Yes.
I remember correctly.
Yes, it is. This is the third World 6 Fortress. Very cool. So now he's into the middle screen with the Fortress and 8-1 and 8-2. So there are several pipes on this screen that he could choose to take. So let's see where he's going to go here. Going through the Fortress is a good call if you get up here because it opens up a door that gives you access to 2 pipes up here.
That's correct. And we got a $40 donation from Such Swag OMG. We definitely thank you very much for your donation.
Yes, Such Swag has donated $40. Hi, folks. Tenmachi here. Since such swag OMG is being as generous as they can, I figured I'd throw in on their behalf. Please credit my donation to them for both the nightly and the grand prize. Thank you very much, Tennachi. That's very nice of you. And thank you, Such Swag, for your generosity as well.
And that now puts us at $8,699. What's this? Mitch actually died in a level?
Yeah, that does happen from time to time here. Oh, looks like it happened again. He's having a bit of a trouble with the beginning of this level here. These randomized enemies are throwing him for a loop, I think.
Yep. It's not what exactly... Oh, another death.
Ah. Yeah, I think these randomized enemies here are throwing him for a bit of a loop. He can't do his normal speedrun strats. This looks like 3-9, I believe?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's always got to be fun when you see someone who's even a seasoned veteran speedrunner of this game. The randomizer can throw things at you that you don't expect, seeing certain enemies at different locations that you don't expect them, so...
Did he just go back up the pipe?
He did. I think he bounced off of the Koopa who was flying through the pipe. I think that's what happened there. That's an interesting glitch.
I have never seen that before.
Wow. No, neither have I. That's news to me that can happen.
You know, I'm almost curious to the point of going to Mitch's channel and asking if that was something he knew of. That was weird.
That was weird. I would have to imagine that probably not, because that's something I think that can only happen in the randomizer, because I think in order for it to happen, that Koopa was sort of flying back and forth, clipping into the pipe. I think he bounced off the Koopa as he was going down the pipe.
Right. It's something that's never going to be beneficial in the actual speedrun of this game, because it's never going to be a situation... Well, first of all, it's not anything that's beneficial to these runners, but also on top of it, it's a situation here where it's a randomizer-only feature.
Oh man, so Mitch has actually found his way back around to the other side of the hand bridge. So he seems to have made a nice closed loop here in World 8. So we are getting a bit of a trolley World 8. I like this.
This gives Sky a chance to come back if she finds the right combination, but it's not a huge difference here. I mean, we're talking about Mitch having a complete commanding lead at this point.
Ooh, yeah, I think I know where he's going there. So you have to go through here. Yeah, you have to beat the fortress to unlock the path here, but you have to go back through the hand bridge to beat, or you have to go through the hand bridge to beat the Air Force stage to open this other lock, which I think this is going to be Bowser's Castle. It is.
There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Goodness.
Oh, that is a cool path to have to take. You have to specifically get the Air Force stage down to open the way. I love it. There's an actual block.
Wow. Well, that's awesome here. Yeah, that's once again one of the things that happens during the course of the whole randomizer is the shuffled pipes aspect can definitely cause something like this to happen.
Yeah, that's I'm really excited for that hammer breaking fortress doors feature, because yeah, that just makes this shuffled pipe thing more interesting.
And Mitch trying to go for the swag block clip, couldn't get it, so he gives up on it immediately.
Looks like Fred is very happy to see this trolley winding path. Your randomizer doing good work here.
He's like that, plus also the fact that we're promoting his new features that he's learning about, thanks to his Coding with Fred sessions. Give Fred a follow, as the mastermind of the Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer and the Zelda 1 randomizer that you see very, very often on this channel. As Mitch finishes off, he won't get sub 50 this time around, but he will be the first finisher here in the Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer. Let's get our GGs out for Mitch Flower Power.
GG, Mitch. Well done. He is playing like a monster tonight. All right, so Sky has completed the fortress. So she's now going to go up here and discover the block. The lock block, as it were. Now she's going backwards. So the question is she going to go back and cross the hand bridge? Yep, it looks like she is. Okay, so she's going back to the hand bridge, making her way toward the Air Force. So she is going to discover this windy path to Bowser's Castle here.
We talking about trolls in the other randomizer games, like Zelda 1 randomizer, Link to the Past randomizer. This is probably the Super Mario Brothers 3 version of a troll.
Yeah, it definitely is. Usually, you know, the way you get trolled in this game, since it's a platformer, is you tend to get, you know, certain enemy combinations shuffled around in different levels. You get, like, the Angry Sun, for example, in a Sky level, like you see on Skybill's stream here. Or Boss Bass in a place where you're not expecting and you just run right into them. But you don't usually get trolled that much with the overworld, but since we've added the randomized pipes, that's made the overworld a bit more trolly as well.
We are on night number 3 of 7K Strong for St. Jude.
Oh, Pooh Bear, no!
Pooh Bear ending up suffering a death, which is very unfortunate. It's possible to do in that level 2, which is unfortunate. But 7K Strong for St. Jude. Did you think we were going to raise $7,000 in 3 days, Dork?
I most certainly did not. I'm as shocked as anyone else here. The generosity that people have shown so far for this event is just incredible. I had no idea it was going to be this successful. I'm certainly very happy.
The fact that we've raised $8,699 in 3 days, and we're not even done with day number 3 yet. That is tremendous.
Alright, so Sky has now entered the Air Force. So she's going to make her way through here, and looks like Grand Pooh Bear has now discovered the lock block. So now, interestingly, when Pooh Bear was coming through here, he actually came out of the top pipe, I believe. So he actually took a bit of a different path to get here.
He ends up in this stage here. This is the one that Mitch ended up dying a few times in, unfortunately.
Yeah, so Sky now, so she's cleared that block. I think she knows where to go because she's going backwards now. So
Yep.
Oglib is now in the Air Force, so he's going to figure that out too.
She ended up getting all 3 hands by the looks of things, and
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
going
so
backwards.
she's discovered that the hand bridge does not lead where she wants to go, so I think she knows where to go now.
So she should be the second person.
Yeah,
to
that
make it
looks
to
like.
Bowser's Castle.
Yeah, indeed, it looks like she is going to be the second one to get to Bowser's Castle. She has figured out where the windy path is.
And there she goes, and she is now at the tanks.
Alright, so now Oglib has removed the block, so the question is, will he go to that spot?
And let me tell you something here. This is not a this is not necessarily a difficult game to get to learn. It's just adjusting to the whole differences that Randomizer can present here. Like, for instance, do you know that you're going to be walking into 5-3 next, or maybe you might be walking into 1-1? You never know. And sometimes the difficult thing is that you plan your power-ups for certain levels, and you can't do that via your item management, your inventory, because guess what? You're stuck with the items that you have.
Yeah, absolutely. Routing is extremely different between seeds in this. So that's kind of, being able to adapt to that on the fly is the main strength here in this particular randomizer. And it looks like, I thought Sky fell down by accident there, but it looks like it was on purpose because she wanted to grab the leaf. So now she's just flying back up. And she's going to be on her way to Bowser as well.
Trying to give herself a little bit of extra security here, as unfortunately she won't be able to kill Bowser the fast strats here because no ability to use the hammer suit. She doesn't have a fire suit to her arsenal, so she's got to take this the longer way.
Yep, and it looks like Oglib is now going to be making his way over to the Bowser fight as well. And Grand Pooh Bear has found the way to Bowser's castle, and he was a little bit behind the other runners, but he's managed to catch up quite handily.
Right now, barring any incidents here, Sky's going to get second because she's now one hit away from having Bowser going down. Oglib's just going to have to be careful because he's small Mario. And Sky knocks down Bowser, and that's going to do it for her.
Yep, and it looks like Grand Pooh Bear getting that clip in the start of Bowser's Castle. All right, that's going to be a GG for Sky.
And Oglib here will get Bowser to go break through the wall. There he is, and he'll get third. All right, get some GGs into there, guys. Let's give our runners a whole bunch of love and support as they finish off this second race. They've got one more race to go, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But just because we've already raised the $7,000 doesn't mean 7K Strong for St. Jude is going to be coming to an end today. We've got some great events coming up here later this week. You want to go ahead and plug some of them?
Absolutely. So coming up tomorrow night, on May 2nd, is going to be Super Metroid. And that is going to be a blind playthrough because Sky has never played that before. So if you're like me and you love Super Metroid, that should be a pretty fun watch. On May 3rd is Banjo-Tooie. And on Thursday, May 4th, is a classic Castlevania night. It's going to be Castlevania 1, 3, and 4. Runs through those. Those are going to be speed runs. And then a Castlevania 4 randomizer playthrough. So that's going to be another interesting randomizer to see. And then on Friday, on May 5th, for Cinco de Mayo, we have Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, one of the all-time great SNES classics. And coming up on May 6th, we have a Mario Kart night. We have Mario Kart 64 and Super Mario Kart. And on Sunday, May 7th, we have The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. And Sky does indeed love her Skyrim.
So stay tuned. We've got a lot of great things coming up here on twitch.tv/SkyBills during 7K Strong for St. Jude. A lot of great games coming up, a lot of great events. And if you want to get your donation in to help out 7K Strong for St. Jude, click that link that was just presented to you thanks to Bon Saga via Dorkmaster Fleck, and we got some great prizes that you can go ahead and donate towards.
Okay. So it sounds like we are going to cut down to a two-person layout, it sounds like, for the final race.
So who do we got coming up in race number 3?
Well, Sky is definitely one. I'm not sure who the other one's going to be.
It's going to be her and Mitch Flower Power. Ooh, mano a mano, mano a mano, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sky Bills versus Mitch Flower Power in a small Mario only race. In Super Mario Brothers 3 Randomizer, you're going to want to stay tuned for that, so stay tuned. That's coming up in a couple of minutes. So since I'm gonna go refresh my drink, Dork's gonna go ahead and set up things. We will definitely give you a lot of thanks for the donations and just have a little bit of music while we wait for race number 3 to begin.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Very good. How are you doing?
Oh my gosh, we were all talking about how it didn't look difficult, but for us, that was a super difficult race. Like, and this is gonna be even worse. I just want to live in this one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that you guys had a really trolly World 7, that pipe maze there, and then a really interesting path through World 8, where you had to take out the lock from the fortress and also beat the Air Force.
Yeah, and then I got 3 hands, and I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
That was a really cool trolley seed there. That was pretty fun to watch, I gotta say.
It was really close, too, between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Like, I was pleasantly surprised by how close the race ended up being.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. You guys were all quite close to each other at the end there. Mitch did manage to sort of run away with it, the both races there, but I guess that's Mitch for you.
Oh my gosh, and also again, I just want to give a shout out to the reason why we're here. Thank you everybody so much for all of your donations to St. Jude. Let me look up our total real quick because we're in setup mode right now. I want to say it was close to $9,000. Sounding about right?
$699, I believe.
I got 8,709 right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we have a
donation.
We have a $10 donation from Kowalski with no comment, but thank you very much for that.
Oh my goodness, this is I don't have words other than thank you to everybody involved in this. This has been truly amazing. So thank you so much for your donations. And again, 100% of these proceeds do go directly to St. Jude Children's Hospital. So thank you. And there's more of this where this came from. You know, this isn't just 3 days. This is quite a number of days. If you do exclamation point St. Jude, take a look at the schedule. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Not necessarily all front page stuff, so you will have to come back to this site to get here, but we will be back with various other types of games and races and speedruns.
Games like Super Metroid, which is tomorrow night, Mario Kart 64 is coming up, Super Mario RPG, Zelda Randomizer, Super Mario World 2, and of course, what is the big thing that we unlocked because we already reached our $7,000 goal there, Sky?
We have unlocked 3 days of Breath of the Wild. I'm going to do a lot of shrine hunting during that. You guys can pick on me when I don't understand some of the puzzles involved in the shrine. And really, it's just going to be a time for me to relax and kind of reflect what's happened and read the chat and such. So those bonus days are going to be very fun. Still be any donations from those 3 days will still go towards St. Jude, but it's really a time for all of us to chill out after all this excitement.
And we got a lot of great prizes that are that you could be eligible to win with your $20 minimum donation tonight, and also the grand prize with a minimum donation of $40. So a 2-person race coming up next.
Yep, we are ready when you guys are for the small Mario only race.
Okay, so with that again, just because I have Chatty pulled up, but I don't want to spoil what's going on here. So I'm again just gonna leave chat up in case something's going on. And you guys reminded everybody of the prizes. We got some awesome prizes coming up tonight, including we are re-rolling for Stardew Valley tonight, in case anyone was interested in that as well.
Yep, that's right. We have been talking about those prizes. So we are re-rolling Stardew Valley tonight. And tonight's other prizes are Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Multiplayer Starter Pack and Guacamelee Gold Edition.
All right, sounds good. So I'm going to get back in the call with Mitch, and let's get this ball rolling.
All right, ready when you guys are.
Thank you so much again. And guys, can we get a shout out to the commentators again, too? Doing a lot of work for this. Thank you so much again, guys.
Pleasure to be a part of this thing here, Sky. Just have yourself some fun, and here we go. So, what are you going to be looking forward to the most here in this upcoming run, Dork?
Oh, geez, pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. That's what we're in for with this run. It is small Mario only. They are not allowed to get any power-ups unless they are absolutely required to actually finish the stage, but then they have to lose it again. So this should be really fun, a fun bunch of Schadenfreude to watch.
So what levels require power-ups?
Let me think. Yeah, you know, offhand, I don't really know. If I go through the levels, I'll remember them as I go through them, but offhand, I'm having trouble remembering exactly where you need to be big to break blocks and whatnot.
Here we go. I can already tell you 6-5 is one of them, because that's the one you gotta fly up to. And here we go. We start, actually, this time we don't start on World 1, we start on World 4. And deviation right away is both are gonna check the different pipes. Sky's is wrong, Mitch's is right. Of course Mitch's is right. And he ends up in World 4-3.
Yeah, that's too bad. Unfortunately, Sky picked the wrong thing straight up. Oh, but Mitch takes a death, so that means that Sky has a chance to catch back up again.
Yeah, that paratroopa not playing nice with him, and that gives Sky the current lead right at this moment here. So once again, this is a small Mario. They don't have any sort of securities going on here. They've got to avoid those question blocks because guess what? You grab a mushroom, you didn't do the right thing.
Nope, that is not allowed. I suppose if they accidentally grab a mushroom, they'll just have to immediately lose it, and we won't call too many fouls there. Well, looks like Sky's taking the opportunity to grab a 1-up here. That's probably a pretty smart idea, because with small Mario only, there's probably going to be some deaths here.
The other way you're going to see these runners get 1-ups are via the star cards.
Yeah, that's right. They'll probably be trying to get those star cards for those 5-ups because they're gonna need extra lives for this particular run.
Now, when we say small Mario, does that include the stars?
I think that you're allowed to get stars. I think since those generally aren't considered power-ups per se. I mean, I guess they kind of are, but they only last very temporarily, and I think even in other low percent runs of other Mario games, you're still allowed to get stars as far as I know.
Because that would be even more cruel to these players if they couldn't even do that, but maybe that's another donation incentive for another upcoming stream. Now, Mitch was able to get 2 stars. Sky got a flower, so she's only going to be getting a 1-up coming up in this next stage.
Yeah, and Mitch taking a bit of a set up his run there, so he can get the 5 up from the 3 stars there. So he knows he's going to be taking some deaths in here.
And as we head to the first of the fortresses coming up here, you notice one of them is a coin. You notice one of the Hammer Brothers is a coin ship.
Yes, indeed. That's another part of the randomizer there. The coin ships will spawn randomly there. So they're probably going to be pretty happy to see that. Although you still have to fight a Hammer Brother at the end of that ship. So it is a little bit slower. But you have a whole bunch of coins that you can grab for a few extra 1-ups.
And will we see Mitch go towards one of them? Well, we'll find out in due time. He might actually have no choice.
Yeah, it's running away from him a bit there.
They're not really giving him that great of a formation to skip it, so just a reminder for people, this is 7K strong for St. Jude. It's a monthly event here on twitch.tv/SkyBills. We are doing this to benefit the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We've raised $8,709 already. The original goal is $7,000, which is truly amazing, and we still got another, I think, 16 or 17 streams to go for money to be raised towards this great event. So plenty of opportunities for you to get your money in. But I'll tell you what, any amount is still greatly appreciated, big or small. Could be $1. We've seen even 4-figure donations, and we appreciate them all, and so does Sky as well. We got some prizes that are going up here that you could win. We'll talk about them coming up in just a few minutes as well. Here's that coin ship we were talking about.
Yep, Mitch is now heading into the coin ship, and the prizes that Rick just mentioned there, I will tell you what those are for tonight. We are going to be giving away a copy of Stardew Valley, which was a prize from last night that we're re-rolling tonight. And tonight's other prizes are a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Multiplayer Starter Pack and a copy of Guacamelee Gold Edition. And these are all Steam games, so if you are looking to be entered into the raffle and you don't have a Steam account, you might want to make one.
And these are for $20 donations, by the way. Minimum $20 donation gets you into the running for those, but we do also have a grand prize that has a minimum donation of $40 that will be rolled at the end of this event in May.
Yep, that's correct. So the normal nightly prizes are a $20 minimum, and the grand prize, as Rick mentioned, is a $40 minimum over the course of the entire event. So if you donate $40 total, even if it's over multiple donations, then you will be entered into the drawing for the grand prize. And that grand prize is a signed copy of Super Mario Bros. 1, which has been signed by 3 of the top speedrunners in the world of that game. Darbian, Cosmic D12, and Andrew G.
The third time's the charm here for Sky. The coin ship didn't go too well. She ended up getting hit with the boomerang. The second time, she was hit by a hammer. The third time, the Hammer Bro just had sympathy for her and just ended up dying on his own.
Yeah, Hammer Brothers giving a bit of issues here on Sky's side, but she is now managing to make her way through the fort. And it looks like Mitch is going to be the first one to get out of World 4 here as he finishes off the airship.
Nice for the Koopa kids go down in 3 hits.
Yep, just the normal 3 hits there. They could actually be a 2-hit Koopa Kid fight as well. I'm not sure if they can be 1 as well.
Yes, there are possibilities of getting a 1. They could be 1 through 5 HP.
Nice.
And having the Earthquake one or one of the Wendy or Lemmy fights with 5 HP, those are the worst.
Yeah,
As,
indeed they are.
People are talking about the Hammer Bro that just opted to go right off the edge of the screen there and died for Sky to beat instantaneously. Ah, we got Glitch Sun.
Oh, we got Cloud Sun.
We got Cloud Sun and also Boss Bass at the same stage.
Yeah, that's a nice feature of the randomizer is sometimes you get with the shuffled enemies, you get the Angry Sun in levels it's not normally supposed to be in, and sometimes those graphics get glitched as a result of that. And sometimes you get Boss Bass where you don't expect him.
The thing with the Hammer Bro... Oh, we got the Lost Level auto-scroller.
Oh yes, one of the very few auto-scrollers left in the game now. So this is one of the so-called lost levels. Ooh, Mitch getting pushed off of the bottom by the pipe there. And so now that's going to give Sky a bit of a chance to catch up here. So this auto-scroller level here, you might not recognize this if you're familiar with the original game. There are several levels that are the so-called lost levels, and they were left in the code of the original game but never used. So while creating the randomizer, Fred discovered those levels in the code and decided to mix them in along with the other levels in the shuffle.
Ooh, Mitch getting jellied.
Yeah, having a bit of trouble with this auto-scroller here, so it looks like Sky's going to have a chance to catch up now. Let's see if she can get through here without getting killed.
She's not that far behind thanks to Mitch's 2 deaths in this stage.
Yeah, no, we've got a very close match right now. They're pretty neck and neck so far.
I like neck and neck races.
Absolutely, always good to see a nice tight race. Oh, looks like Mitch got hit again.
Yeah, I guess he didn't really expect the Cheap Cheeps to be going this direction. Like, I'm certain this is one of those stages that he isn't used to being small for.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I don't think he actually knows this stage. Even though he's played Randomizer before, he's probably not familiar with this stage. He knows about the lost levels, but most of them are pretty easy to get through. But this auto-scroller can be quite tricky.
And so he'll get this figured out now. He's probably figuring, oh, well, the middle path didn't work, the upper path didn't work, time to go low.
Yeah, ooh, Sky with quick juke on the Big Bertha there. And she gets through unscathed.
Like, this is a stage that Mitch Flower Power is probably not liking at this moment, and probably wishes that this wasn't a forced small Mario race right now.
Yeah, he might be regretting the decisions that have brought him to this junction.
It's for charity. He's not regretting anything.
We're doing it all for the kids.
We've raised $8,700. We've raised $4,300 today alone. There's no regrets whatsoever. He made it out of the water.
All right, so we're making progress here. Oh, right into the Koopa. Oh, no. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a question of how long it's going to take him to get through this. And then I have to wonder, once he does manage to get through this level, is he going to mount a comeback? So he's gradually figuring out this level by trial and error here so far, it looks like. The Sky's now into one of the world's 7 levels, I believe. Oh, yes. Mitch taking another death. Ooh.
He's down to 2 lives.
Yeah, he might game over here.
Like, this is just the problem with what is going on with Mitch is that he's dealing with he's used to certain expectations. That's what happens when you're a speedrunner. You get used to certain patterns, certain expectations, and a level that you've never been in before, coupled with enemies you haven't seen before, is causing him to be in an uncomfortable situation. Now he's down to 1 life, and hey, there's a mushroom. Can't grab it though.
Yeah, I wonder if he hit that just to see what was in it and got, oh, can't grab that. That's a troll. Yeah, part of the problem is it's an auto scroller. You've got a very tight fit with those Electrodes, and you've got the shuffled enemies as well.
I'm just gonna reply to somebody here because it did get asked in chat. All money raised, all $8,700 that's been raised, goes directly to St. Jude. Sky nor neither of us will see any of that money for our own purposes here. There's no organizer's fee whatsoever. All of this money goes to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Yeah, that's right. It's a wonderful cause to be raising money for, and we're happy to be involved with this.
Come on, Mitch, get out of here.
Oh.
Come on, Mitch. No! Tackled at the 1 yard line.
Oh,
and that's
man.
something you don't see from Mitch Flower Power that often. A game over screen.
No, you certainly don't. So he's going to go back and have to run through this Boss Bass Angry Sun level again. This is going to be a pretty easy level for him to run through again, but that's still really frustrating to have to deal with this lost level.
And this is the first time we've seen Mitch Flower Power be uncomfortable in Randomizer because he crushed the first 2 games.
Yeah, this is we're seeing a rare instance here of Mitch getting tripped up by his own game.
Oh wow! Nice pipe in World 7.
Wow, jeez. Well, at least there's that. When Mitch finally gets up there, he'll be happy to see that.
Yeah, he's just got to get out of World 1. He's got to get out of this stage first.
Yeah. Yeah, now he keeps going... Oof. He keeps going up the top route there, but you have to squeeze through a really tight Electrode there, so I wonder if it's not better to go the way Sky went through the middle and duck down.
Well, he got through it that last time. And he's trying to make the jump. Like, I think this is probably the last really bad section for him.
Yeah, I like that he's taking the shell with him.
Get through this. Yeah, a little bit of security here in an insecure world.
Yeah.
He's got to get
Come
through
on,
these
Mitch.
jellies.
Oh, you're almost there.
Come on, Mitch.
Oh, you're almost there.
And
yeah.
Beware Big Bertha. He's going to get through the pipe. He has made it through this level.
Oh, boy. Just don't get hecked by the Boomerang Brothers.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
All right.
Let's have a nice little cheer for Mitch Flower Power right there. He gets to now go into the one fortress.
Attaboy, Mitch. All right. Now it's time to mount a comeback. Let's see if he can make a comeback through the rest of this race here, because he should be dealing with levels that he is familiar with, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, of the lost levels, that is one of the most put together levels in this game.
It is, yeah. It's the only auto scroller, and it's definitely the most difficult of the lost levels. I'd argue it's probably one of the most difficult levels in the game. Period.
Yeah, I still get trolled in World 6-8 though.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, now carefully. Oh, didn't quite make the jump across, getting hit by the piranha plant.
And I'm just gonna warn you at this moment, I'm getting hit with a thunderstorm right at this moment, so if I end up disappearing, well, that's what happened to me. I'll be back eventually.
Alright, well, we'll keep an eye on and see if we lose you at all. I guess you're getting the storm that we got earlier today.
Oh yeah, it's now pouring rain outside, but you can pour in some money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. There's exclamation point St. Jude, as well as I believe the other one is exclamation point donate.
That's correct, yeah.
And as we mentioned before, any amount, big or small, it's definitely appreciated. And Sky getting hit with a cannonball at the very end of this World 7.
Yeah, taking a death
yeah.
on the airship there. That also actually shows off one of the other features of the randomizer, which is that the airships do not fly around the map if you die on it. The airship just basically stays at the castle, so you just go right back in.
You are very, very correct here, because we haven't had a chance to see that on any end of this before now. And, well, it's very nice when you end up going into an airship, dying, and not having to chase it halfway across the world. It's one of the flags that you can set here on this randomizer. Although, given the fact that this World 7 was very, very easy, wouldn't it be trollish if the airship did move?
It would, yeah, especially for something like World 7. If they came in and then the airship moved, especially in a really easy one like this, where they just went straight to the end, it could end up in the middle of the maze somewhere, and, who knows what happens next. Alright, so Sky now has basically a full one-world lead, but hopefully Mitch is going to find this early exit to World 7 here and get through this and mount some kind of comeback here. If anyone can do it, it's Mitch.
Did we get a World's 3-7, by the way?
You mean the actual World 3-7?
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing one?
I'm being told we saw one. I wasn't really placing. I was more focused on what was going on Mitch's end when he was trying to butt clench his way through that 1-2. Ooh, Sky getting trapped by the fireball.
Yup, taking another death there. That's too bad. Alright. Give it another try here. Alright, giving Mitch a bit of a chance to catch up here. Let's see if he can make use of it. Oh, and just as I commentator curse him, he runs into a pit.
Oops.
That's right, Hyperstrike. That's what happens next is Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude is the name of the game with this run. Since they have to remain as small Mario only, and they are not allowed to use any overworld items at all. Sky's, getting trapped by the piranha plants there. This level proving to be a bit of a problem here as Mitch is catching up.
Well, we saw that level come into play. I mean, Mitch's problem was what turned out to be 1-2, the lost level. Sky's issue here is this nasty level, especially the final segment, where because you have no power-ups, you really have to take this very, very carefully. And these are two experienced Super Mario Bros. 3 runners, and Super Mario Bros. Super Mario 3 randomizer runners as well. Mitch has played his fair share, so too has Sky. Sky's arguably one of the better. Oh no!
Oh, taking another death. Oh, and this is the first level of World 2. It's a required level. Oh, both of our runners having a tough go at it here.
Yeah,
Mitch is catching up.
Sky's not liking this world here. We'll see how Mitch performs in this world a little bit later on.
Oh, now Sky running out of her last life. She's going to game over here. Fortunately, that's not going to set her back at all since it is the first level of World 2.
I always wonder if that was intentional.
Yeah, if it's going to give them a level like this that's so brutal as small only. At least it's at the very beginning of the world.
Mitch burns his buns.
Yes, he did. He got burnt. So he is almost caught up to Sky here, making his way through the airship. Ooh, he burnt himself again.
On the same one.
Come on, Mitch. What are you doing?
Don't forget, the whole gimmick behind this is that they have to be small Mario unless they can take a power-up to get through a level, because that's the way the level intended for you. The level intended for you to beat it.
That's right, yeah. Oh, Mitch
no!
Getting killed by Ludwig. Oh boy, both of them having trouble there. Mitch had almost caught up, but he's having trouble with this airship. I don't know if Mitch has ever done a low percent or small only speed run of this game before.
I'm gonna go check on that while I watch the storm out.
Good call. Alright, Sky with the good moves here, finally getting past that first level of World 2. And now moving through an easier level and into the fortress. Ooh, she's playing Dancing with These Hot Feet here. Oh, very careful, making her way over that. And she gets to Boom Boom. Alright, so now we get to see, as Sky finishes up the fortress here, how does Mitch deal with this level? Ooh, now he goes and gets the star out of the bounce block there. I actually forgot that was there. I think Sky did too, because she did not go for it. That'll definitely help with a bit getting through the beginning of the level there. These Cheep enemies here, they are shooting straight up. They appear to be jumping Cheeps, but placed in the water. So that seems to be messing with their physics a bit here. Oh, Mitch getting through. Can he get to the end? Oh, I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. Wow, okay. Jeez, Mitch getting through with only a single try. So both runners getting stuck on a particular level for a little while there. So Mitch now has an opportunity to catch back up to Sky since he got through that so quickly. He made up a bunch of ground there. Ooh, he's taking another death there. Oh, he's got to be careful. He's only got one life left. I don't think he wants to go through and do that level again. Alright, come on, Mitch. You can get to the end of it. Oh, be careful! Oh, no! That was his last life! Oh, so he's going to take a game over and get sent back to the beginning of World 2. He's going to have to do that stage again. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like we did, in fact, lose Rick here. He's having some power issues at his place with the storm. But, yeah, to answer some of the questions in chat about what they're allowed to use, stars are allowed if they're in-level stars. They can't use any inventory items on the overworld, so none of those stars. And they can't get any... they just have to remain as Small Mario only. So as long as they don't move away from Small Mario, then they're okay. So... looks like Mitch is now having some trouble with this level that he got through on the very first try before. So now, ooh, this might be a problem spot for him. Alright, let's see if he can make his way through the end of this level again. He's in the Piranha Plant Gauntlet here. Yeah, looks like he does manage to get through by just basically going as fast as possible. So that's interesting. I guess that's the way to get through there, it looks like, is to just go fast. That seems to reward you. Sky was trying to take it slow there.
I think what the case is because if you wait too long, you allow the fire flowers, the fireballs to come out, and that's what allows them to make that even more treacherous.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. So I guess Mitch has sort of hopefully figured out the way to get through that level if he does game over again. Hopefully he won't. Seems to be having a bit of trouble with the second level of World 2 here.
And pretty much what we're seeing is that a big reason why these guys are having as much issues with this is because they're not used to being small at particular spots. They don't have safety nets like they would otherwise. And
Yeah,
we see that
that's
come into
exactly
play
right.
here against this Spiny.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You would not be seeing nearly this many deaths in a regular randomizer run because they would be able to grab power-ups and whatnot. So the fact that this is a small only restriction is a pretty difficult challenge with the randomizer here. Yes, you see Sky saying in chat confirming this is really tough. But she does at least get that 5 up, so she's got a few more lives to work with here. So hopefully Mitch can do that as well, or at least get a couple of 1-ups. He's only got 1 life left here. Ooh, now he's got to be careful with the hot feet here. Gonna lure. It looks like he's just gonna play it safe and possibly lure them up off the edge here.
Can't blame him. He wants to get to the end of this. He wants to unlock the.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, that jump on Boom Boom. That looked risky.
Bold. That was bold.
That was very bold. I like it. Alright, looks Sky's got another water level to go through here. Oh, these are really brutal when you're small. Oh, get out of the way, Bertha. Yeah, Bertha's being a bit of a troll here.
It's like all the water levels ended up in the desert. What's wrong with this picture?
Yeah, I guess that means that we're going to find all the desert levels in World 3.
Oh, I was so worried that that egg was going to hit him.
Oh, that was very close.
If I was both of these runners, considering how much trouble they've had in World 2, start getting 5-ups. Just start getting 5-ups.
Yeah, that's what I'd be.
Wrong.
Oh, that's what I'd be doing. Oh, as Mitch takes another death there. Looks like both of them are actually in one of the lost levels. It looks like here.
Mitch turned out to be in 5-3 right at this moment. And Sky was indeed in a lost level. And oh gosh. 5-3 was never meant to be this difficult.
No, it wasn't. Oh man. Yeah, this is a pretty rough run.
And we find the World 1 fortress. And in this case, you can't take the easy way out.
No, they can't. Even though they wouldn't be able to use the warp whistle in the previous run since it was warpless, but it is still the fastest way to finish this fort. So that's generally the way that they want to use if they have a tail. But with Small Mario only, that's not an option.
That's correct. So they have to take the long way around here. And we just want to remind you people that we're doing this here, the 5K strong, or rather 7K strong for St. Jude. It's to benefit the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Any donation, big or small, will definitely help these guys out. And we've so far raised $8,700, which already smashed our original goal of $7,000.
Yeah, just amazing here. Really, really amazing to see as Guy is taking on these Fire Brothers here. Oh, jumping into the flames there, I think.
Jumped right into his face.
Yeah, oh, helpfully walking right into her again to say, hey, we weren't done.
And Mitch wisely getting the 5-up here because he was down to 1-up.
Oh, very good. He manages to get some extra lives there, so that'll give him a bit of a buffer here to help him through World 2. Oh boy, those for the first couple worlds here had some pretty brutal stuff in them.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it gets a whole lot easier for these guys later on.
Yeah, I hope so. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night.
These guys could use a sanity break. And Sky losing round number 3 to the Hammer Bro.
Oh boy.
And he's not moving, so she's kind of stuck in this position right now unless she loses 4 more lives.
Yeah, he's just staying. Oh, there, she does manage to finally get them down there and gets a hammer. Which she can't use, but All right, she finally lets her go as she makes her way into the tower of World 5. As Mitch is now catching up a bit here. He's going to be entering World 5.
That was trollish just the way that it just stayed right there.
Yeah,
and
no kidding.
I'm wondering if both of these people are just sitting there and wondering, oh God, what did I get myself into now?
Yeah, I think at this point so far, I'd say both of these runners are going to be questioning their life decisions so far.
To answer the question in chat, this event runs right straight through May 17th. There's going to be a little bit of a quick break, like 4 or 5 days, I believe it is, during the week of, I want to say May, coming up in a couple of weeks, anyways. Oh,
yeah, it's
wow.
around the 11th
Nice
and the 12th.
double jump there. Nice double jump there by Mitch to skip.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
that's what he was trying to do, jumping at the
really
wall
like that.
there.
Anyways, the event ends May 20th because we unlocked all 3 days of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But we are raising money all throughout the month of May for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of great games coming up. You want to plug some of the games coming up?
Absolutely, yeah. So, coming up tomorrow night, May 2nd, we have Super Metroid tomorrow night, and that's going to be a blind playthrough because Sky has never played a Metroid game before. So if you like Super Metroid, like I do, you should tune in for that because that's going to be pretty fun. Coming up on Wednesday is Banjo-Tooie. Coming up on Thursday, May 4th, is Classic Castlevania Speedruns. It's going to be a Castlevania 1, 3, and 4 speedruns, followed by Castlevania 4 Randomizer. So that's going to be really cool to see. And coming up on Friday for Cinco de Mayo is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, one of the all-time SNES greats. And then coming up this weekend, on Saturday, we have Mario Kart Day. It's Mario Kart 64 and Super Mario Kart. And on Sunday, May 7th, it's The Elder Scrolls Skyrim. And Sky does love her Skyrim.
A lot of great events coming up here, and you want to do an exclamation point St. Jude. That will give you a total schedule of everything that's coming up, plus donation incentives. A lot of great incentives coming your way, including some donation incentives that will make players like me go, there's the rich side.
We definitely want to get a few of those in before the end of this marathon. Yep. And if you donate at least $20 over the course of the run, you will be entered into the prize pool for our nightly prize drawings. And that $20 basically gets you into the pool until you win a prize. And then once you win a prize, you'll be back out of the pool unless you donate another $20 to get back in. So those prizes are pretty cool. Tonight we're going to be doing a drawing for a copy of Stardew Valley, which we're redrawing from last night. As well as tonight's main prizes, a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Multiplayer Starter Pack, and a copy of Guacamelee Gold Edition. And all of these are on Steam, so if you want to get in on that and you don't have a Steam account, you should probably go make one.
And there, once again, with a donation of $20 minimum. There is also a grand prize for this entire event for anyone who donates $40 or more.
That's right. Yeah, if you donate $40 over the course of the marathon, regardless of whatever other prizes you might have won, that $40 will get you entered into a drawing for the grand prize, which is a copy of Super Mario Bros. 1 for the NES.
Hey,
but it's not just any copy.
Hey,
it is a signed copy.
You said this is a signed copy.
Yes.
Who signed this copy, and why are they important people?
Because it's important because the people who signed the copy of Super Mario Bros. We have to give away are none other than Darbian, Cosmic D12, and Andrew G, 3 of the greatest Super Mario Bros. Players in the world.
World record holder, and 2 other players that are right next to him, breathing down his neck as far as the world record is concerned. A great prize worth having, and it could be yours for a donation here to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital of $40 or more during the course of this event, as We do thank all the runners who are helping out during the course of this event. Definitely give Oglib, Grand Pooh Bear, Mitch Flower Power some love, some support, some hype. Go follow their channels because they're helping Sky out in this event. They aren't doing this for their own sake. They're doing it to help Sky make this event much bigger.
Yep, that's right. Absolutely, this is a great cause to be helping out with for sure. And boy, if you just see this 1-3 that Sky's taken a few tries to get through here. This has some crazy enemy swaps in here. We've got Sledge Brothers, we've got Piranha Plants spitting spike balls, we've got jumping munchers.
Everything in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, pretty much. It looks like those few deaths here might give Mitch a chance to catch up. He's now just one level behind Sky, so he is making a comeback here. So let's see if he gets tripped up by this at all. Looks like he's making it through okay so far. Ooh, just makes it over that nipper. Oh, the spike ball from the Piranha Plant gets him.
Now, it looks like Sky hoping to elude the... Oh my god, more fire breathing. My goodness. Are you kidding me? This is nasty.
Oh man, yes. She's just getting trolled by these Fire Brothers here. They're just blocking the path to the castle. Okay, Sky does finally manage to get past the Fire Brothers, and now she is onto the airship for World 5 here. Yep, and it looks like, wow, they are in sync with each other here. They are just at the same point in the airship even. Oh, this is exciting. Both going into the Roy fight here.
Ew, Earthquake Roy.
Yeah, it looks like so again, we've got, in World 5, we've got Roy with Earthquakes, and he takes 3 hits. Fred, what's going on here? Wow, so this is really exciting now. So we've got, both runners are just literally neck and neck here coming out of World 5. We've got sync going on here like crazy. This is cool. This is great to see. So the question is, which is the next world? And it's going to be World 6.
Oh,
let's see where that pipe goes.
Yeah, let's hope that pipe actually works out for these guys' favor.
That does. Oh my goodness. Was that a piranha spike ball being spat out of the pit here?
Yes.
What is going on with these enemy swaps?
These, this game wants these players dead.
I like, both of the, players here are taking the sand trap shortcut here. They don't want to have to deal with the rest of this level. I don't blame them.
Yeah, not a small Mario. I can totally understand that.
Yeah, even though it is a little bit slower, I believe, but much safer.
And we're probably going to see both of these runners going for the 5-ups, considering how bad things are going. We've got a route deviation between both of these guys. And it looks like Sky got the easier of the levels. Oh yeah, Sky's got the faster of the 2 levels here.
Yeah, she definitely does here. Let's see if, yep, no, Mitch is going to go to the other level as well. He's going to change his mind.
Yep. Yeah, he ended up taking a death, and wow, there we go, guys.
That's a bit of a interesting change up there. Sky's heading to the coin ship. Now she didn't get the star card here at the end, so she did not get the 5 up, and that might have helped her a bit since she only has 3 lives here. Mitch is, yeah, he's just gonna get the single 1 up. He's got 14 lives, so that's not bad.
Yep. So here's the difference here is if Mitch can avoid this Hammer Bro, and he's gonna be able to avoid the coin ship, but he's gonna have to take down the traditional Hammer Bro now. And he gets him taken down. That's a nice kill right there.
Very nice. Wow, so they're going to the same level here. Yeah, we have got quite the race going on here. They are neck and neck.
And they're on voice call together, so they I think have an idea where each other are. It's not like
yeah, I would
blind...
expect so. Ooh, Sky taking a death there.
Yep,
Ooh.
and Mitch trying to be very careful. And oh wow, that's a nice setup there for Mitch. And
Very
fire
nice.
star power for him.
Oh, very nice. And oh, hello, Boss Bass.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Mitch?
Mitch, what are you doing? He doesn't need the hammer, does he?
Mitch?
Mitch, what are you
yeah.
doing?
We'll be right back after these messages.
Mitch, what are you doing? I think the chat's as confused as we are. I don't know what Mitch is doing here.
Well, there, he died, so...
Not sure what that was.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a voice call with each other, so I'm wondering if they decided, like, hey, let's just kill this stupid level.
Yeah. We'll find out Sky opts to do the same thing here.
Oh, apparently
They
some
might
people
give-
in chat are saying they're yelling at Mitch in his chat.
Well, Sky's going into the pipe too. But she's just going through the pipe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was just a complete brain oops there by Mitch Flower Power to say whoops. And
Well, Sky wants the 1 up. I was wondering what she was doing.
yep, good decision from her. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was just a simple case of Mitch just went back to speed strats and grabbed the hammer suit and whoops. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be small.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. I think he literally just forgot. That's kind of funny. It is surprisingly easy when you're in the middle of a race to just sink back into that muscle memory when you're used to speed running it and just completely forget what you're doing. It becomes unconscious.
And we notice he's stopping just a little bit, kind of a gimme for whoops. I went to Hammer Bro. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit and allow Sky a little chance, a little bit of time here that I gained because of that.
Yeah, maybe so. That might be what he's doing there. So, looks like he does. He is going to take a lead with this. Although I think even without the, well, I guess it's hard to say. Mitch finding the underground lost level here.
Yep, the replica of 1-5. Like Mitch knows what he did now.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what you did, Mitch. You know what you did.
So he's not killing himself a couple of times. I think this is a make good at this point.
Yeah, I think he took a few intentional deaths there just to sort of make up for that. But well, you know, we'll forgive him this once.
This is for charity. This is not for any pride.
Yeah, this is simply for a fun race to raise money for St. Jude. So we won't be too hard on him here. We're not gonna DQ him from SRL or ban him.
Yeah, we're not gonna send him to Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Although if he wants to buy me a milkshake the next time I'm at a GDQ or anytime I go to a GDQ, I can't really say the next time because I haven't been to one.
Oh, now this is interesting. So Sky's now gone into the other level here, and it looks like Mitch is following her now. He's given up on that lost level. So Sky's actually caught back up now. She's a bit ahead.
Yeah. So he pretty much just gave her a chance to take the lead at this point. Whether or not that was intentional or not, we can't hear what's going on in the boys' call with each other. But once again, they're on the boys' call with each other, so they know what just happened.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I'm
Mitch
sure
probably
he.
told her.
I think he did let her catch up a little bit, but I don't think the deaths in that lost level were intentional. There, it looked like he was trying to get through it.
Well, Ratty, I have Klondike bars, if that helps.
Oh, speaking of levels where a power-up is required.
Okay, so once again, as we mentioned before, these runners are supposed to be small Mario. But we're in a level where being big is required in order to beat the level. This is going to be one of those levels. You cannot beat this as small Mario.
Yeah, that's right. So they are going to be allowed to get a power-up in this level in order to get through it, but then they will have to intentionally get hit and give up their power-ups once it's done.
Yep, I'm almost assuming once again to the pipe, once again the doorway to go into the next stage of this level. So once again, this is not a oops here. This is not them breaking the agreement only. This is a I cannot beat this level any other way, and it's a required level.
And it looks like they're both doing the statue bonks here. That's pretty funny.
There we go.
Oh, wow, they are so synced.
Yep, they both grab the crystal, the orb, whatever you want to call that thing, at the same time. They're heading on to the airship right about the same time.
Yeah, so they'll take intentional hits here. They go back down to small.
Have to sit there and wait for the flames to go up, but there you go. So there you go. There's the agreement. And we might see that come into place once again with a level like 6-5, or if we get 8 Fortress, where they have to be big or feathered again.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll have to see if that comes up again later in the run. And, oh, Mitch taking a death there. Looks like you're about to fight Lemmy.
Yeah, he got balled.
He did. Let's see if Sky can do this. Oh.
Well, the problem is you don't know how many HPs the Koopa kids have. They are shuffled between Koopas.
It looks like it's 3. Sky gets him down.
Yep. And she go heads off to the next world. What worlds have we yet to see? We haven't seen 3 yet, have we?
No, we haven't seen 3. We haven't seen 7. So the big pipe worlds could be a thing. And yeah, to answer just the question in chat, Mitch is extremely good. Both of these players are extremely good at Super Mario Brothers 3. But Sky definitely has more experience with the randomizer itself, and Mitch is more experienced with the normal speed run. So between the two of them, I'd say they're kind of evenly matched, especially in a category like this where they have to be small the entire time.
And we end up in World 3 now.
Yes, Freezer, there is a link to the randomizer. Let's just get it for you.
And while he's going to grab that, I will just remind people that we are here for 7K Strong for St. Jude, raising money for the St. Jude's Children's Benefit Research Hospital. All money raised here goes directly to the hospital. None of it goes into any of our hands, Sky's hands, or whatnot. It goes directly to St. Jude. So any amount you guys want to help them out with, big or small, they greatly appreciate it. And we definitely thank you very much for your support here on twitch.tv/SkyBills all throughout this month-long event. We've raised over $8,700, but the children could use as much as possible. And what kind of things does this money do, Dork?
It does a lot of very good things. It helps out children with, very serious illnesses, life-threatening illnesses like cancer and other things. And what's more, a lot of the families that St. Jude helps out are generally, you know, unable to afford that kind of intense medical care for these crazy illnesses. And what St. Jude does is they bring the family in with the child and they put them up and give them room and board and give them treatment at no cost to the family. So they're a wonderful organization that does some really good work, and they're well worth supporting.
Now, you remember we mentioned there was another level that they were going to have to become Big Mario for. Here it is. Midge is in it here. It's 8 Fortress, where you have to become big in order to get through this level. And unfortunately, that's not the way that was going to work out for him.
Yeah, no, now he's gonna have to die, I think, and try it again. And they're gonna have to get, and this is the World 8 Fortress, so that's interesting. They're gonna have to get through this fortress because this they've determined that this pipe behind the fortress door is what's going to take them to the castle.
I don't know if that's for certain just yet, because Sky and Mitch both went on different paths. Mitch decided to go up to 3-9 and then 3-8, trying to get to this fortress. Sky is opting the forward route.
That's true. So actually, we might see a
certain-
different gamble here.
Yeah, we're not certain which route's going to work out just yet.
Oh, interesting.
But we're going to find out soon when Mitch gets to the end of this fortress, and he'll be to Boom Boom first. And
Oh,
all
this
matters
is exciting. Let's see
Yeah.
which one of them's right.
Yep. One of these pipes go where they want it to go. The other one doesn't. Sky's got to fight a Hammer Brothers first.
Oh, Mitch
And
picked
Mitch
the right
is
one.
correct. So that fortress required.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So that World 8 Fortress there, guy's gonna have to go through that as well. So there you see an interesting route diversion that can make a difference in these randomizer races. So World 3 is one place where that can happen because there are several pipes on the overworld in interesting places. And the other major place, obviously, this can happen is World 7, which really turns into a maze. And
Which
hopefully
I
we're going to
think-
get to see that real soon.
And I think we're going to be coming to that next, because I think that's the only one they have left.
I believe you're right, yeah. And then, of course, after that, we have World 8 still as well. World 8 is also kind of a bit of a maze. Not quite as much as World 7, but you've still got to find the correct pipe to get to Bowser's Castle.
And I love that Wendy lock, by the way, by Mitch. That just looked really, really good.
Yeah, very slick. Very nice job, Mitch.
Oh no, they already did 7. That's right, we're on World 8.
Oh, they did. That's right. I forgot. Okay. I've completely missed that, keeping track of everything. Okay. So we are on to World 8.
Well-
So now, it's a question of how trolly World 8's going to be.
World 8 here. I mean, the 3 different races we've had, they've all blended together.
Yeah, the World 8s were very different, though. You know, the first race was super easy. The very first pipe went straight to Bowser's Castle. The second race we had that really interesting windy path you had to take to get it, where you had to beat both the Fortress and the Air Force blocks.
And you see Sky is going to go ahead and be bonked right there by the Thwomp once again. These guys have to be small unless there's a situation that requires them to be big.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right.
there
So
was
Sky
one of
just
those
needed to be
situations
big for
right
1
there.
minute. Okay, so now it looks like this decision by Mitch to go to the correct fortress in World 3 there seems to be paying off. So he's got a lead in World 8 here so far,
Yep.
but it's not quite over yet.
Yep. It all depends on what moves Sky ends up taking coming up here when she gets into World 8. We don't know what the right path is to get to Bowser's Castle, and Mitch will have some possibilities here. Has he made the right choice?
Yeah,
That
and he's
one is a
making the.
no.
Yeah, he's making making the.
That one's a no as well.
Yep, double no. Yeah, making the right call, going through the fortress to get access to both of these pipes here, but neither one of them working out, unfortunately.
So which way do you go now? And Sky didn't get the stun lock like Mitch did, but
Nope,
now
still
has to be
managing to get
careful.
through,
Three
though.
rings. He gets it.
Excellent fight there.
She too is off to World 8.
That's right, Hyper. It's not over till the Fat Koopa drops. Now the question is, if Sky goes a slightly different route here, it's possible. See, Mitch is going back through the pipe by the Navy here. Yeah, and now he's ended up by the Air Force. Oh, now that's interesting. So I wonder, this will open up the pipe on the other side of the Air Force lock that he just got blocked by earlier. So I wonder if that's going to be the route that you have to go again.
It's one of two possibilities. It's either that or you have to go through the bridge.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, there's another pipe that we haven't talked about yet. You had to go through Worlds 8-1 and 8-2, which he hasn't yet.
Yes, I was just thinking that. Yeah, if that's the one, if Sky decides to go through through there instead of going back. Let's see where he goes. Okay, he is going back to check that. He's remembering the last race.
Could this be just like the earlier race? Like, these are starting to blend together, which is why we missed up on level 7.
Yeah, exactly. There's been so many of them so far. Oh, yeah, he forgot which pipe to go down. No, that was the one from last race to get to here. There we go. Let's see where it goes. Is it gonna be the right one?
It is...
No! No, that's the World 1 and 2. It's across the bridge. You have to go across the bridge.
All right, guys, get your bets in chat. How many hands do you think these guys are going to suffer through across the bridge? 0, 1, 2, 3. Put your bets in chat, guys. 0, 1, 2, 3. How many hands is Mitch going to deal with?
Oh, not only that, but is Sky gonna decide to go across the bridge after the Air Force? That's her only hope of winning. She's taking it very careful here to get across the Air Force without getting hit. Ooh.
One hand.
Mitch has got a
Yeah,
hand and he ends up in a World 6 level.
Yep, 6-1. Which isn't one of the worst ones to end up going through, but still.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Could be worse. So let's see, is Sky gonna turn around? Oh, she is!
She's going backwards.
She's going back. Oh, nope, she's changed her mind.
Oh.
Oh!
1, 2, 3,
She's went across the bridge with no hands!
They're tight
Oh
now.
my god,
right
they're
side
neck
by
and
side.
neck! Oh my god!
Here we go. Jump.
Oh, what just
Execution
happened?
here.
What
Mitch is
just
taking
happened?
a
We have a
break.
race!
Oh, jumping over. Boom, boom. Tell the tale. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Boom,
Oh,
boom. At the
wow.
old ball game.
Oh, they are within seconds of each other going into Bowser's Castle. Oh, this is still anyone's race. Oh my goodness, what an ending.
Here we go. 2 seconds apart right now. Bowser will settle this once and for all. Mitch is a little cleaner in the execution here so far. Sky dropping on down. What has been a nutty race here. Lead changes all over the place. A decision here, a decision there. Mitch opting to go Hammer Bro strats for a few moments by surprise.
Yeah, no, looks like... Alright, now he is
Mitch
going to
will be
make it
the
into
first one to
Bowser first. Okay, now it all comes down to this. As long as Mitch doesn't die here, then he's got it.
And you can pretty much just stay there in the same place pretty much here because of the hitboxes. And you notice he tries to stay right there in the middle. This guy now gets the Bowser.
Now,
And
Mitch,
this one.
yeah. So chat's a little bit confused by what Mitch is doing. So the hitbox of Bowser does not actually
Mitch
exist.
goes down!
Oh no! Oh, he took a hit! Oh no! Oh, this Sky could take this if she doesn't get hit here.
She's got one more.
Oh my! Holy cow!
And Bowser up. Down he goes.
Oh,
and without the
GG
fireball,
Sky!
Sky's gonna win.
Guy takes it from behind at the very end. Holy cow! What a finish!
And the door opens. And Sky wins. 101-41. GG's for both.
GG. Let's get some GG's in chat for Sky, everybody. That was a heck of an ending. And wow, now that craziness is over, let me just explain to some of the people in chat. So, what Mitch was doing was abusing the fact that the hitbox for Bowser is basically only on his head. His body doesn't actually have part of the hitbox, so you can be small or duck if you're big, and you can just stand right under him like that, and you won't get hit. If you see speedrunners do the Bowser fight here, you'll see them do exactly this, just stand under Bowser and crouch or be small.
Wow.
Wowie. Okay, give it up. Now it looks like Mitch is going to finish up here too. And Bowser goes down on his side. He's going to finish up as well.
There we go. Wow.
What an ending.
Insane that it came down to that.
What an insane ending.
Whew. We're doing this for the kids, by the way.
Whew. Wow. Oh man, I can barely catch my breath here. That was an extremely exciting end to these races. Wow, what a finale.
Give it up for both of these runners here, Mitch Flower Power and Skybills. Also, give a lot of thanks to the earlier runners, Hoglib and Grand Blue Bear and Sky. What in the hell was that? That was a scary finish.
Sky Bills.
That was a photo finish.
That was a heck of a finish. Holy cow.
Oh.
That was brutal.
Woo. Yeah, I think Chad kind of captured how I felt about that. Woo.
Yep.
Did you know that Mitch ended up dying to Bowser?
Yeah, he and I were actually sitting in the call, and he was like, I just died to Bowser, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Now, what did Mitch say when he accidentally grabbed the hammer suit?
Oh, he just said, don't worry, I'll make up for it, and I believed him, you know, I'm like, don't worry about it. You good. Oh, that was so good.
Oh
so,
man, that
from here... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that moment that when both of you were going towards Bowser's castle. So Mitch had figured out just by process of elimination to go across the bridge, and you turned back to go the other way. But then you changed your mind and went back across the bridge with no hands and just instantly caught up.
Well, I'm like, this is the only way I'm going to catch up is if I brave the hand bridge and see what's on the other side. Like, that was the only chance I had of winning that race.
You got no hands while he got one hand. It got into World 6 for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also spent time going around to the other pipes as well. So you took the gamble and it paid off.
Yep, and he took the gamble in 3 and it paid off.
Yeah, that he did. Right before he took that gamble in 3, you guys were also neck and neck, so he pulled ahead a bit from there, but then with this gamble in 8, you caught back up.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that was a super exciting race.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that was remarkable, and we just got a $25 donation there, Dork.
That we did. We got $25 from LOZ Cards Fan 23. Even though we didn't discover World 3-7 anymore tonight, this race alone was totally worth the price of admission. What a race. Give it up for both Sky and Mitch.
Oh, that was worth the incentive. So, are we gonna play Zelda? How are you guys feeling about that?
I think we need a few minutes to cool down.
Yeah,
You,
yeah, definitely.
You
Yeah,
went through that. We went through that as commentators.
we live vicariously there.
We said we're gonna have to do that with Pooh again sometime. That was way cooler than we thought it would be. We thought it was gonna suck, but it was good.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. Those were great races all around.
Ella, GG for both of these runners, Mitch Flower Power, and once again, thanks for him, Grand Pooh Bear, and Ogliv for coming by to join us for tonight's special event here to help raise money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. I'll give it right back to you now, Sky.
Yep. So I think next, if you guys like randomizers and you like Legend of Zelda, I think we have to do a victory lap on Legend of Zelda randomizer race. I've been missing it for a couple nights. It's something that we do here commonly in the stream. So we'll need a little bit of time for setup, but anyone who normally joins those races, feel free. Dirk, do you want to do the 4-player setup, or do you want me to cut to a solo setup?
It's a tad late.
Okay, we can do a solo setup then.
Yeah, if that's okay. I would love to do another 4-player stream, but it's getting pretty late for me.
Absolutely, Dork. Anyways, too, on that note, can we please get some shout-outs to Adirondack Rick and Dorkmaster Fleck? Dork also did the restream as well, the tech behind it, so please give these two your best.
Okay, so I'll put this up for now while you switch over to your solo one. You just let me know when you're ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, I better unmute everything too. Hang on.
And I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yes, I am ready to pass. If you would like, just give me the go ahead, and then everyone can let me know when the stream's back up.
Okay, everybody on Sky's channel, don't go anywhere. We're gonna switch back over. She's gonna do a solo stream, so just sit tight. We're gonna switch